Good evening, Meena ma'am.
Namaste, good evening.
Namaste. Good evening to all the teachers. Good evening, Dishan.
Good evening, ma'am.
So, Meena ma'am, hope your power supply has been
Bless you.
restored and all okay.
uh, actually, I'll keep my video off because for me to present, there will be a problem. There's no
Yeah.
power actually now.
Oh.
Fortunately, I think I'll be able to finish the session with whatever the battery charge that I have.
Thank you,
Namaste
ma'am.
to all. Yeah. Today, let's dive into a different realm altogether. It's mainly the other layers, understanding the layers, right? That's what we were working on. So the journey through the layers of you, understanding that is very, very important. So a short introduction to each one of you. Namaste, I'm Meena Imanur. I'm children's success coach. So my passion is to work with children, and in turn, if I work with teachers, it will reach more number of students. With that intention, I'm here with you, and I thank Sri Lankan the entire country and all the members for giving this opportunity. So let's dive into the most important aspect. I'm sure today you will be really knowing. This will help you to understand, have awareness, and understand, and to an extent apply as well. Thank you. Thank you so much.
අදත් අපිත් සමග වෙනදා වාගේම සම්බන්ධ වෙනවා මීනා යමනූර් මහත්මිය ඉන්දියාවේ සිට අද ඇයට ඇගේ ප්‍රදේශයේ පවර් සප්ලයි එකේ ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙන නිසා වීඩියෝ එක ඔන් කරන්න බැරි වෙනවා. ඉතින් නමුත් ඇය අප හා එකතු වීමම අපිට සතුටක්. මොකද ගොඩක් අමාරුයි පවර් නැති වෙලාවක කොහොම හරි කම්පියුටර් එක එකතු කරගෙන ඔන් වෙන්න, ඔන් කරගෙන ඔන්ලයින් සෙෂන් එකක් කරන්න. ඉතින් මොනතරම් බාධක ආවත් ඒ අය අපේ සෙෂන් එක කොහොම හරි කරන්න උත්සාහ කරනවා. Thank you ma'am. And I think මීනා යමනූර් මහත්මිය ගැන අලුතෙන්ම හඳුන්වා දෙන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. නමුත් අපිත් සමග අලුතෙන්ම කෙනෙක් සම්බන්ධ වෙනවා නම් ඇය ගැන දැනගන්නට ඇය children coach කෙනෙක්, ඒත් වගේම ගුරු පුහුණු උපදේශිකාවක්, ජීවිතය ගැන අනිත් අයට කියා දෙන එක තමයි ඇයගේ පැෂන් එක. ඉතින් ජීවිතයේ ස්තර ගැන අපි කතා කරමින් ඉන්නේ. ඉතින් අපි ඇයගෙන් ගොඩක් පාඩම් ඉගෙන ගත්ත පසුගිය සතිවල. ඉතින් අපි හිතනවා අපි අදත් ඇය අපිට අලුත් දේවල් අපේ ජීවිතය දිහා ගැඹුරින් බලන්න අලුත් දේවල් අපිට ගෙනෙයි කියලා. ඩිෂා.
Yes, ma'am. அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். நம்முடன் மீனா மேம் அவர்கள் இன்று இணைந்திருக்கிறார்கள். அங்கே சற்று மின்சார துண்டிப்பதன் காரணமாக இன்று அவர் வீடியோ அவருக்கு ஆன் செய்யக்கூடிய வாய்ப்பு இல்லை. இந்த சூழ்நிலையிலும் நமக்காக அவர் தமது நேரத்தை ஒதுக்கி நம்முடன் இந்த லெக்சருக்கு இணைந்திருப்பதற்காக நாம் அவருக்கு இந்த வேளையிலே நன்றி தெரிவிக்கின்றோம். மீனா மேமை பற்றி கூறுவதென்றால் இதில் அநேகமானோருக்கு தெரியும். ஒருவேளை இதில் யாராவது புதிதாக சேர்ந்திருப்பீர்களே ஆனால் உங்களுக்காக ஒரு சிறு முன்னுரை அவரை பற்றி. அவர் 20 வருடத்திற்கும் மேற்பட்ட காலமாக குழந்தைகளுடன் இத்துறையிலே பணியாற்றி கொண்டிருக்கிறார். அவர் ஒரு சில்ட்ரன்ஸ் கோச். அது மட்டுமல்ல, ஆசிரியர்களுக்கு அவர்களை குழந்தைகளுக்கு எவ்வாறு கற்றுக் கொடுக்கலாம் என்று, அதாவது தற்போதைய காலத்திற்கு ஏற்றவாறு கற்றுக் கொடுக்கும் முறைகளை ஆசிரியர்களுக்கு பயிற்றுவிப்பதிலும் தேர்ச்சி பெற்றவராக இருக்கிறார். அவர் எம்முடன் இந்த கடந்த காலங்களிலே ஒரு வித்தியாசமான பரிமாண வளர்ச்சி, அதாவது எம்மை ஒரு மனிதனை பற்றி ஒரு வித்தியாசமான கோணத்திலே நாங்கள் இப்போது கடந்த 2 வாரங்களாக பார்த்து கொண்டிருக்கிறோம். அதன் தொடர்ச்சியாக இன்று மேலும் பார்க்க போகிறோம். எனவே எம்முடன் இணைந்திருக்கிற அனைவருக்கும் மீண்டும் ஒரு முறை நன்றி. And thank you, Meena ma'am. Though you're facing some hardships, it's really we are really grateful to you for joining with us and continuing this session. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So wherever needed, I'm going to present. Otherwise, I'll switch off the laptop. Because of heavy rains in Bangalore, we have all these kind of. This is what is happening. I don't call it as challenging, of course. Such things should be there for us to continue without stopping ourselves. So I only pray God that there'll be power resume. I mean, the power will resume and I'll be able to continue. So let's dive into the journey of layers. So we have discussed about Annamaya Kosha. So among the Pancha Koshas, Pancha means five. Among the five koshas, we have discussed about Annamaya Kosha, which is the physical body, gross body, Sthula Sharira, which is gross. And we have also discussed about how to take care, what are the things that are not to be done, how to care our physical body. Then coming to the Pranamaya Kosha, the Pranamaya Kosha is the energy body, which is in and around us, which extends beyond. We discussed about aura also. So how to maintain that as well, we tried some activities in the last sessions. If you have missed that, please go watch. It will be a good understanding about ourselves. Today, we are diving into Manomaya Kosha. Manomaya Kosha is again a subtle body, that is Sukshma Sharira, which is not seen, which is not visible to us, but we can
We lost her, right, Disha?
Yes, miss. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Till what?
okay.
Oh,
Till where I think I just continued,
yeah,
assuming
yeah,
that
ma'am. We
there was,
lost your
yeah.
signal. You were there
Mm.
till Manomaya Kosha that you're going to start Manomaya Kosha. We could hear that bit. After that, we couldn't hear you.
Human.
It's lovely to see you, ma'am.
I thank God. Just we thought and we prayed and we are back.
Yeah.
So today we are going to discuss about Manomaya Kosha. Let us understand in detail about that. Manomaya Kosha is the Sukshma Sharira. That is, it is a subtle body which is not visible to us, but definitely we can experience many things, which I'm going to go little in detail. This is all the brief about Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, and Manomaya Kosha, just a small few sentences. We'll go in detail in
Okay.
few minutes. Yeah.
Right. අපි දැන් පසුගිය සති දෙක තුල කතා කරා අපේ ශරීරයේ ස්තර ගැන කතා කරා. ඊළඟට අපි කතා කරා එක ස්තරයක් තමයි අපේ ශරීරයේ තියෙන ෆිසිකල් බොඩි එක. ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට පේන්න තියෙන අපේ ඇඟේ තියෙන කොටස. ඉතින් ඒ කොටසට අපි කිව්වා අන්නමය කෝෂ කියලා. ඒක අපිට පේන්න තියෙනවා, දකින්න තියෙනවා. ඉතින් අපි ඊට පස්සේ කතා කරා අපි කොහොමද මොනවද කරන්න ඕනේ, මොනවද නොකරන්න ඕනේ. කොහොමද අපි අපේ ෆිසිකල් බොඩි එක හරියට තියාගන්නේ කියලා. ඊළඟට අපි තවත් කතා කරා ප්‍රාණමය කෝෂ ගැන. ඒ කියන්නේ අපේ ස්පිරිචුවල් සෙල්ෆ් එක අපි කොහොමද අපේ සිත කොහොමද හරියට තියාගන්නේ, අපේ බ්‍රීදිං අපි කොහොමද කරන්නේ, අපි කොහොමද හරියට හුස්ම ගන්නෙ, අපි කොහොමද අපේ ශරීරය නිරෝගීව තියාගන්නේ නොයෙකුත් ව්‍යායාම තුලින්. ඒ ටික අපි කතා කරා හුස්ම ගන්නෙ කොහොමද, ප්‍රාණමය කෝෂ ඒ ගැන. ඊළඟට අද කතා කරන්න යනවා මනෝමය කෝෂ පිළිබඳව. ඉතින් මනෝමය කෝෂත් අපිට නොපෙනෙන තැනක්, නොපෙනෙන දෙයක් ශරීරේ. ඉතින් ඒ ගැන අද අපිට වැඩි විස්තර කතා කරයි. டிஷான்.
நாங்கள் கடந்த வாரங்களிலே நமது உடலை பற்றி நாங்கள் விரிவாக பார்த்து கொண்டிருக்கிறோம். அதாவது நமது உடலை சுற்றியுள்ள வெவ்வேறு லேயர்ஸ். இதிலே முதலிலே நாங்கள் பார்த்தது அன்னமய கோஷ. அன்னமய கோஷ என்பது பிசிக்கல் பாடி, அதாவது நமது கண்ணுக்கு புலப்படும் நமது சரீரம். எனவே இந்த சரீரத்தை நாம் எவ்வாறு பேணி பாதுகாக்க வேண்டும், நாம் செய்யக்கூடியவை என்ன, செய்யக்கூடாதவை என்ன என அவர் தெளிவாக நமக்கு விளக்கினார். கடந்த வாரம் நாங்கள் பிராணமய கோஷாவை பற்றி பார்த்தோம். அதாவது நமது எனர்ஜி பாடி, வெறும் கணிக்கு பார்க்க முடியாத ஒரு லேயரை குறிக்கிறது. இதிலே நாங்கள் நமது உள்ளார்ந்தம், அது மட்டுமல்ல ஆராவை பற்றி, அதாவது நமக்கு கண்ணுக்கு புலப்படாத ஒரு வட்டம், அதை பற்றியும் நாங்கள் பார்த்தோம். அது மட்டுமல்ல பிராணாயாம பற்றியும் அவர் கடந்த வாரம் நமக்கு விளக்கம் அளித்தார். நாம் எவ்வாறு சுவாசிக்க வேண்டும், நாம் சுவாசிக்கும் பொழுது எவ்வாறு அது சரியாக இருத்தல் அவசியம் என்பதை பற்றி விளக்கினார். இன்று நாங்கள் இன்னொரு படையை பார்க்க போகிறோம். அது மனோமய கோஷா என்பதாகும். இதுவும் நமது வெற்று கண்ணுக்கு புலப்படாத ஒரு லேயர் ஆகும்.
Thank you. Yeah. Is the image visible to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yeah. So we have dealt with this gross body, Annamaya Kosha, the Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha. When we say Manomaya, Manas. So what are all the things that happens? Thoughts and our emotions are also connected with this body. This is a subtle body. Please remember, we are going to go in detail about this body and how it affects. We are going to go in detail. Any thought, see, everything, whatever we do is experienced by this Sharira, that is Annamaya Kosha, gross body, physical body. Whatever the happiness, whatever the thoughts, ideas, everything that come, finally we are experiencing with this physical body. Even the Pranamaya Kosha, the aura, if the energy is good or not, we feel with our physical body. So please understand, everything has a connection and everything is experienced by this physical body. Thoughts and emotions. So this is very crucial. Remember this so that we will go and understand much more. Thank you.
thank you, ma'am. දැන් මේ තියෙන්නේ අපේ ශරීරයේ තියෙන layers පහ. ඉතින් මේ layers පහෙන් අපි පළවෙනි දැන් අපි ඔයගලන්ට පැහැදිලි කරා. පළවෙනි කොටස ශාරීරික කොටස අපි කතා කරා. දෙවෙනි කොටස එනර්ජි කොටස අපි ඒකත් කතා කරා. දැන් මනෝමය කෝෂ කියලා කියන්නේ අපේ සිතුවිලි, අපේ මනසෙන් එක ගණන ගනුදෙනුත් එක්ක සම්බන්ධ වෙන කොටස. ඉතින් මනස කිව්වම ඕගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා අපිට ඇතිවෙන සිතුවිලි, කල්පනාවල්, අපිට හිතේ ඇතිවෙන දේවල්, අපේ චිත්ත වේග, මේ හැම දෙයක්ම අපිට මනසින් ඇතිවෙන දේවල්. ඉතින් මේක අපිට පේන්නේ නැහැ, හැබැයි අපිට දැනෙනවා, අපි හිතනවා. දැන් අපි බලමු ඒ ගැන. ඒ වැඩි දුරටත් අපිට පැහැදිලි කරයි අපි කොහොමද මේ අපේ මනෝමය කෝෂ ගැන මනෝමය කෝෂත් එක්ක වැඩ කරන්න කියන එක ගැන. දිශා
இந்த படத்திலே உங்களுக்கு 5 லேயர்ஸும் கொடுக்கப்பட்டுள்ளது. இதிலே நாங்கள் கடந்த வாரங்களாக முன்னர் பார்த்தது போலவே அன்னமய கோஷா, பிராணமய கோஷாவை பற்றி பார்த்தோம். இன்று நாங்கள் மனோமய கோஷாவை பற்றி விரிவாக பார்க்க போகிறோம். மனோமய கோஷா என்றால் என்ன? அதன் சொல்லின் பொருளிலிருந்து மனசு, மனம் மற்றும் எண்ணங்களுடன் இது தொடர்புடையது. இந்த லேயரையும் நமது வெற்றி கண்ணினால் நமக்கு பார்க்க முடியாது. ஆயினும் இந்த ஒவ்வொரு லேயரும் ஒன்றுடன் ஒன்று தொடர்பு பட்டது. இது தனித்தனியானவே அல்ல. இவை அனைத்தும் ஒன்றாக இயங்குகிறது. நமது உடலை சுற்றி எம்முள் இருக்கும் ஒரு லேயர் ஆகும். இதை பற்றி நாங்கள் விரிவாக பார்க்கலாம்.
So now let us also understand little bit about our brain, the functions of our brain. So let me talk about neuroplasticity. Our brain is designed in such a way that it can rewire itself. We have already dealt about rewiring in the previous first part of the sessions. Please go and look back. It is in detail, we have gone into that. Rewiring in the brain has the ability to delete and bring in new connections, disconnect and bring in new connections in the brain. So that is what is called as the neuroplasticity. The neural connections, it is plastic. That is, it is elastic form. It can make connections very easily. If you see, if today you are learning something new, today whatever is happening, maybe some of you are experiencing these topics as new. There is a new connection that is being built in your brain. Okay? Yeah, I think you can finish this.
Ah.
Forming new connections.
දැන් ඕගලන්ට පේනවා අපේ මනස ඇතුලේ අපේ ශරීරයේ නියුරෝප්ලාස්ටිසිටි කියලා දෙයක් තියෙනවා. ඉතින් මේ ගැන තවදුරටත් ඕගලන්ට දැනගන්න පුළුවන් ඇයගේ පරණ දේශනයක් කරා නියුරෝප්ලාස්ටිසිටි එක ගැන කවුරු හරි මතකයි නම් ඒ දේශනය කවදද කරේ කියලා පොඩ්ඩක් ලින්ක් එක දාන්න. එතකොට අපිට අනිත් පැයට කියන්න පුළුවන් බලන්න කියලා. නියුරෝප්ලාස්ටිසිටි කියන්නේ අපිට අපේ දැන් රීවයරින්. ඒ කියන්නේ දැන් අපේ මනසේ අපේ සමහර දේවල් තියෙනවා අපිට පුළුවන් එකපාරට අමතක කරන්න එහෙම නැත්නම් මතක් කරන්න සියලුම දේවල් ඩිලීට් කරලා දාන්න මනසින් ඊට පස්සේ ආයෙත් අලුත් දේවල් අපි ජීවිතයට මතකයට ගන්න. ඉතින් මේ විදිහට අපේ මනසේ මොළයේ ඇතුලේ තියෙන මේ ක්‍රියාකාරකමට නියුරෝප්ලාස්ටිසිටි කියනවා කියලා එයා හඳුන්වනවා. මේ ගැන ඔයගලන්ට තවදුරටත් දැනගන්න පුළුවන් ඇගේ පරණ දේශනය හොයලා සවන් දුන්නා.
ஆம். இன்றைய பாடத்திலே நாங்கள் மனோமய கோஷாவை பார்ப்பதற்கு முன்னர் முதலில் நியூரோபிளாஸ்டிசிட்டி என்றால் என்ன என்பதை பற்றி பார்க்கலாம். இது மூளையுடன் தொடர்புடைய ஒரு சொல். அதாவது நியூரோ என்பதே நியூரோ நியூரோபிளாஸ்டிசிட்டி என்று நாங்கள் கூறும் பொழுது நமது மூளையானது பொதுவாகவே ரீவயரிங், அதாவது ஒரு நாங்கள் தெரிந்த விஷயத்தை மீண்டும் அழித்துவிட்டு புதித விடயங்களை அதற்கு அறிமுகப்படுத்தும் பொழுது அது புதிய விடயங்களை பழகுவதற்கான வாய்ப்பு இருக்கிறது. இதனை பற்றிய ஒரு தெளிவான விரிவான விளக்கமானது இதற்கு முன்னர் நடத்தப்பட்ட ஒரு லெசனில் இருக்கிறது. நீங்கள் விரும்பினால் அதை ரெஃபர் பண்ணி கொள்ளலாம்.
Now look at this. Our brain has the ability to adapt to changes. Every day there's something new, some new challenge or some new work, something new. Let me tell you, whatever I'm presenting today or the new areas that I'm working, maybe you might have seen me in Facebook, you might have seen me in Instagram. All these are something new to me. It's not that I've learned some years ago and I'm doing it. I'm learning and I'm implementing. So the reason why I'm saying that is adapting to the changes. Our brain has that ability based on our thoughts, our emotions, and our experience. So this is the ability of the brain. If you see here, there are changes, connections happening in this video. If you see, there is a bond already. There is a ball kind. There's a bond. Connection already built. If you see, there are two kinds of that. Earlier we saw two things, right? There is a connection that was building. Now you can see here, this part. There is a connection that is built. Yes.
දැන් මේ නියුරෝප්ලාස්ටිසිටි පිළිබඳ වීඩියෝ එකක් තමයි අය පෙන්නන්නේ. දැන් සමහරක් වෙලා අය කියනවා දැන් සමහර දේවල් දැන් මීනා මහත්මිය අපිට උගන්වන දේවල් අය Instagram එකේ Facebook එකේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ දකිනවා නොයෙකුත් අලුත් දේවල් උගන්වනවා. ඉතින් අපිත් එමය අපි අලුත් දේවල් දැනගන්නවා ඒක තව කාටට කියලා දෙනවා. ඉතින් මේ ඔක්කොම අපි දැනගෙන හිටියේ නෑනේ. නමුත් අපේ මොළයට අපි අලුත් මොනවා හරි අත්දැකීමක් අලුත් දෙයක් අහලා අපිට අලුතෙන් ඒක මොළයට දාගන්න පුළුවන් හැකියාවක් අපේ මොළය තුළ තියෙනවා. මේකට අපි සිංහලෙන් කියන්න පුළුවන් මොළයේ නම්‍යතාවය කියලා. අපිට අලුත් අදහස් ගන්න, එතකොට පරණ දන්න දේට අලුත් දේවල් එකතු කරගන්න. ඉතින් මේ වගේ මේ process එකට තමයි මේ නියුරෝප්ලාස්ටිසිටි කියන්නේ. මේ දේවල් ඇති වෙන්නේ අපේ අත්දැකීම්, අපේ සිතුවිලි, අපේ චිත්ත වේග මේ ඔක්කොම එකතු වෙලා තමයි එකතු කරගෙන අපිට මේ මොළය ඇතුලේ අලුත් සම්බන්ධතා ගොඩනගන්නත්, තියෙන සම්බන්ධතා අලුත් කරන්නත්, ඒ වගේම තියෙන මතකයන් අමතක කරන්නත්, අලුත් දැනුම ලබා ගන්නත් මේ හැම හැකියාවක්ම අපේ මොළය ඇතුලේ තියෙන අපි මේකට කියන්නේ නියුරෝප්ලාස්ටිසිටි කියන එක.
ஆம். இப்பொழுது நாங்கள் பார்க்க போவது இப்பொழுது இதில் ஒரு சிறு காணொளியானது காட்டப்பட்டது. பொதுவாகவே நமது மூளையானது நமது எண்ணங்கள் மற்றும் நமது அனுபவங்களுக்கு அமைய அதற்கேற்ற வரையிலே தனது கணத்தாக்கங்களை மாற்றி அமைக்கக்கூடியதாக இருக்கிறது. இட் குட் அடாப்ட் அண்ட் சேஞ்ச். அதாவது நமது எண்ணங்கள் மாறும் பொழுது அவையும் மாறுகிறது. ஒரு உதாரணமாக அவர் கூறினார், அவர் இன்ஸ்டாகிராம், ஃபேஸ்புக் என்பவற்றில் இருக்கிறார். இதில் அவர் முதலிலே இது பழக்கப்பட்ட ஒன்று அல்ல. ஆனால் காலப்போக்கிலே நமது அனுபவங்கள் மற்றும் பழக்கங்களின் மூலமாக அறிமுகப்படுத்தப்பட்டது. எனவே இவ்வகையாக நியூரோபிளாஸ்டிசிட்டியிலே எந்த விதமான ஒரு விஷயத்தையும் நமக்கு பழக்கப்பட்ட ஒரு விஷயத்தை நாங்கள் நிறுத்தி வேறொரு விடயத்தையும் நாங்கள் புகுத்திக் கொள்ளலாம். இது எந்த விடயத்திற்கும் பொருந்தத்தக்கது.
So once we start building the connections in our brain, it starts strengthening the existing connections. And it also builds the new connections. The existing connections, it will make it strong. Please remember, please make note of this. The existing connection, whatever we have, it strengthens. I want all of you to type as ECS in the chat box. That is existing connection strengthening. So it strengthens these connections. Please look how it happens. The connections, it is strengthening, it is giving that power, energy, kind. Whatever the existing connections that are there, it is strengthening them. Okay? Thank you.
දැන් ඕගලන්ට පේනවා දැන් අපේ ඇතුලේ තියෙනවා නම් මොනවා හරි දැනුමක් existing connection. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි ඇතුලේ already දැන් අපි අර හදාගත්ත අපේ සම්බන්ධ මොළේ ඇතුලේ සම්බන්ධ වෙලා අපි හදාගත්ත connections තියෙනවා. එතකොට ඒ connections හැමතිස්සෙම ඒ ශක්තිමත් වෙමින් පවතිනවා. ඒක තමයි මේ අය පෙන්වන්නේ මේ වීඩියෝ එක තුලින්. කොහොමද අපේ ඇතුලේ අපි හදාගෙන තියෙන connection ශක්තිමත් වෙමින්ම පවතින්නේ කියන එක.
இந்த காணொளியிலே நமக்கு பார்க்கக்கூடியதாக இருக்கிறது. அதாவது நம்மிடம் ஆல்ரெடி இருக்கிற தொடர்புகள், ஏற்கனவே இருக்கக்கூடிய தொடர்புகளாவன வலுவடைகின்றன. வலுவடைவதை நாங்கள் இதில் பார்க்கக்கூடியதாக இருக்கிறது. ஏற்கனவே இருக்கும் தொடர்புகள் மேலதிகமாக வலு பெறுகின்றன.
ඔයාලන්ට මේ ගැන තේරෙනවා නම් ECS කියලා ටයිප් කරන්න. Existing Connection Strengthening කියන වචනේ පොඩි කරලා ECS කියලා ටයිප් කරන්න. ඒත් එක්කම අපේ ගුරුතුමිය කියනවා ඔයගලන්ට මේ පිළිබඳව තව වැඩිදුර දැනගන්න ඕන නම් මේ connections ගැන අය කියපු lesson එක module 2 part 1 එකේ module 2 එකේ lecture 8 එකේ බලන්න පුළුවන්.
நீங்கள் இதை உங்களுக்கு விளங்கக்கூடியதாக இருப்பின் ECS என chat பாக்ஸில் டைப் பண்ணவும். ECS என்பது எக்ஸிஸ்டிங் கனெக்ஷன் ஸ்ட்ரென்த் என்பதன் சுருக்கமே ECS. இதனை பற்றிய மேலதிகமான விளக்கம், அதாவது நான் உங்கள் முன்னர் கூறினோம், இந்த லெக்சர் ஆனது மாடியூல் 2 கடந்த சீரீஸில் மாடியூல் 2 லெக்சர் 8இல் இதை பற்றிய மேலதிக விவரங்களை நீங்கள் பெற்றுக்கொள்ளக்கூடியதாக இருக்கும்.
Thank you so much. How many of you want to know what happens with our emotions and thoughts? If you really want to know, please type emotions and thoughts, ET. EAT.
Emotions
and thoughts, EAT.
Okay, ma'am. දැන් ඕගොල්ලෝ කී දෙනෙකුට මේ emotions ඒ කියන්නේ අපේ හිතේ ඇති වෙන emotions චිත්ත වේග ගැන ඒ වගේම කල්පනාවල් ගැන සිතුවිලි ගැන ඕගලන්ට දැනගන්න කැමතිද? Emotions and thoughts. Then you can type E and T. ඔයගලන්ට මේ ගැන දැනගන්න කැමති නම් emotions and thought කියන එක කෙටි කරලා ඔයගොල්ලෝ EAT කියලා ටයිප් කරන්න chat box වල සහ comment box වල.
இதிலே எண்ணங்கள் மற்றும் சிந்தனைகளை பற்றி அறிய விரும்புபவர்கள் அதற்கு EAT, அதாவது இமோஷன்ஸ் அண்ட் தாட்ஸ்க்கு சுருக்கமாக EAT, இதை பற்றி நீங்கள் அறிய விரும்பேன் EAT என chat பாக்ஸில் டைப் செய்யவும்.
Thank you so much. So let us understand, this is about the science, what happens. What our scriptures and ancestors, what they have told, let us look into that. So this is a Upanishad mantra. It says, Mana eva manushyanam karanam bandham mokshayoho bandhaya vishayan sango muktaye nirvisheshyam manaha. Nirvishayam manaha. Okay, I went wrong. So let us try to understand this. Mana eva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayoho. Manas is the reason for the bandha and moksha. Here, bandha and moksha, as it is told as bondage and liberation. Let us try to understand what is this bondage and liberation. Bondage is, what is that we are always connected to? In the next part, when I'm showing some slides, mind map, you will get to know. We are always connected to our thoughts, our emotions, of whatever has happened in the past. We are connected to that. That bondage we are always there with. Moksha is releasing it, giving up all those things. I also used to nag, even sometimes I nag. On that day you did this to me. How many of you feel that this is what you did that day? So that is the bondage I'm trying to build all the time. Many things we would have given up. Oh, that I did so long years back, this person, okay, I said, let me give up. Let me drop that. So you have liberated that. You have cleared that. So bandhaya vishaya sango. That is, vishaya is the information, the aspects, all those, whatever the things that have happened to us, we are connected all the time. Connect. Okay. Muktaye nirvishayam manaha. When it is released, the manas is clean. Otherwise, there is always this bondage and nagging and fight and how this bondage of remembering all that, how it affects, I'm going to share in the next slides.
Okay. Then I am ma'am, this is a shloka. We call it shloka.
Yeah, mantra we call it. Okay, fine.
Okay.
It's in the form of shloka.
Okay. මෙතනදී අය යම් කිසි ශ්ලෝකයක් එහෙම නැත්නම් මන්ත්‍රයක් ඇය කියනවා මට නම් ඒක ma'am I am unable to read that like
no problem. No, you can tell what you understood with what my translation.
Right.
That's
Okay.
enough.
You have preached it very nicely. But මේකේ තේරුම තමයි අපි මිනිස්සු වුණාම අපේ මනස හැම දෙයකදීම හැම තිස්සෙම මොනවට හරි බැඳිලා තියෙනවා. බන්ධනයක්. ඒ කියන්නේ දැන් අපි සිතුවිලි අපි හැම තිස්සෙම මොනවා හරි එකට බඳගෙන තියෙනවා. දැන් කවුරු හරි වැරද්දක් කරා නම් අපි හැම තිස්සෙම මෙයා මට මෙහෙම කරා කියලා හිතාගෙන ඉන්නවා. ඒ වගේම ගොඩාක් විදිහට මනස හැම තිස්සෙම මොනවට හරි පැටලිලා මොනවට හරි බැඳිලා මොනවා හරිම ගැන අපි එකතු කරගන්න මනසේ ඇතුලේ ගොඩාක් දේවල් බැඳගෙන ඉන්නවා. හැබැයි ඇය කියනවා ඒකෙන් ගැලවිලා අපි ඒ බැඳීම් වලින් ගැලවිලා අපේ මනස නිදහස් කරගන්න පුළුවන් නම් ඒකෙන් අයින් වෙන්න පුළුවන් නම් අපිට ලොකු අපේ මනසට සැනසීමක් තියෙනවා කියන එක තමයි මෙතන පැහැදිලි කරන්නේ. ඇය තව දුරටත් මේ ගැන පැහැදිලි කරයි. අපි බලමු මොකක්ද මේ තුලින් ඇය අපිට දෙන්න යන පණිවිඩය කියලා.
இங்கே ஒரு ஸ்லோகம் அல்லது ஒரு மந்திரமானது இங்கே கொடுக்கப்பட்டுள்ளது. இதன் விளக்கத்தை நாங்கள் இப்போது பார்க்கலாம். அதாவது மனிதனுக்கு பொதுவாகவே மனித மனமானது எப்பொழுதும் ஒரு சிந்தனையிலேயே இருக்கும். அதாவது நமக்கு தேவையான விடயங்கள் அல்லது நடந்த பழைய விடயங்களாக இருப்பினும் அதை மீண்டும் மீண்டும் ஒரு தடவை மீட்டு பார்த்து கொண்டே இருக்கும். அதுடன் நாங்கள் நெருங்கிய தொடர்பு கொண்டிருப்போம். எனவே இந்த தொடர்பின் மூலம் நமக்கு நிகழ்வது என்ன? இந்த தொடர்பற்ற மனம் ஒரு விடுதலையை அடையக்கூடியதாக இருக்கும். அதாவது பழைய விடயங்களாகட்டும் அல்லது எந்த விதமான எண்ணங்கள் ஏதாவது விடயங்களிலிருந்து நீங்கள் உங்கள் சிந்தைகளை சற்று விலக்கி வைக்கும் பொழுது, உங்களுக்கு அந்த தொடர்பை தவிர்க்கும் பொழுது ஒரு விடுதலையானது, அதாவது லிபரேஷன் ஒன்றை நீங்கள் பெற்றுக்கொள்ளக்கூடியதாக இருக்கும் என்று அவர் கூறுகிறார். இதை பற்றிய மேலதிக விளக்கங்களை நாங்கள் இப்பொழுது பார்க்கலாம்.
Please remember, anything that we have, whatever we remember or whatever we think about, whatever we talk about, it is the experience of our senses. The physical body has experienced something unpleasant you have seen, something unpleasant you have heard, something unpleasant you have smelled, something unpleasant you have felt, something unpleasant you have tasted. All these are the sensory experiences which is experienced through this physical body, but the thoughts and everything we are connecting with the mental body, that is the manomaya kosha.
දැන් අපි ගොඩක් වෙලාට අපේ පංචේන්ද්‍රිය තියෙනවා නේද? ඇස, කන, නාසය, දිව, ශරීරය. මේ තුලින් අපේ එක්ස්පීරියන්ස් කරන දේවල් තියෙනවානේ. දැන් අපි සුවඳ අපිට සුවඳ දැනෙන සුවඳ වලින්, අපිට පේන දේවල් වලින්, අපි කනට අහන දේවල් වලින්, අපේ ශරීරයට අපිට දැනෙන දේවල් වලින්. ඉතින් මේ හැම දේ අපිට දැනෙන රස වලින් මේ හැම දෙයකින්ම අපේ මනසට අපි දේවල් ලබා ගන්නවා. ඒ ලබා ගන්න දේවල් වලින් අපි මොනවා හරි සිතුවිල්ලක් ගොඩනගා ගන්නවා. මේ සිතුවිල්ල තමයි අපි අපේ මනසට දාගන්නේ. එතකොට අපේ මනසට අපි ලැබෙන හැම පණිවිඩයක්ම අපිට ලැබෙන්නේ අපේ මේ ඉන්ද්‍රියන් තුලින් අපිට ලැබෙන දැනීම් වලින් තමයි අපේ මනසට ලැබෙන සිතුවිලි හැම දෙයක්ම අපිට ලැබෙන්නේ.
நமது மனதிலே தோன்றும் எண்ணங்கள், சிந்தனைகள் அனைத்துமே ஒரு விதத்தில் நமது ஐம்புலன்களுடன் தொடர்புடையவை. ஏனெனில் நமது ஐம்புலன்கள் நமது பிசிக்கல் பாடிக்கு நமது கண், காது, மூக்கு, நாக்கு, தோல், அதன் பார்ப்பது, கேட்டல், சுவைத்தல், உணர்தல் முதலிய ஐம்புலன்கள். இந்த ஐம்புலன்களின் மூலம் கடத்தப்படும் உணர்வுகள் நமது சிந்தையிலே வந்து பதிவாக இருக்கின்றன. எனவே நமது மனதில் தோன்றும் எண்ணங்களுக்கும் நமது ஐம்புலன்களுக்கும் நெருங்கிய தொடர்பு இருக்கிறது.
Okay, I request all the friends here to call your friends, ask your friends to join, because this is a very crucial thing which definitely you will all say, yes, this was needed. Whatever I'm going to share and discuss now, you will feel that. I think many of them are not present.
ඕගලන්ට පුළුවන් නම් ඔයගලන්ගේ යාළුවන්ට පණිවිඩයක් දීලා මේ සෙෂන් එකට අද කොහොම හරි සම්බන්ධ කරවෙන්න කියලා කියන්න. මොකද අද ඇය අපට මේ කියා දෙන දේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ හැමෝම අහන්න ඕන දෙයක්. මොකද අපේ මනස ගැන අපිට කියා දෙන්නේ අපි කොහොමද අපේ මනස හරියට තියාගන්නේ. මේ බැඳීම් අපිට ජීවිතේ තියෙන ප්‍රශ්න ගොඩක් අපි මනසේ තියෙන ඒවානේ නේද? හැම දෙයක්ම අපි හිතට දාගෙන තියෙන නිසා තමයි අපිට ඇති වෙලා තියෙන ගොඩක් වෙලාවට මනස තුල ගොඩක් අපිට කලබල ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා. ඉතින් ඕගලන්ට යාළුවන්ට කතා කරලා අද සෙෂන් එකට කොහොම හරි දැන් හරි කමක් නැහැ සම්බන්ධ වෙන්න කියන්න. ගොඩක් අයට ගොඩක් දේවල් දැනගන්න හම්බ වෙයි ඇයගෙන්.
இன்றைய செஷனானது ஒரு மிகவும் முக்கியமான ஒரு செஷன் ஆகும். எனவே எம்முடன் இணைந்திருப்பவர்கள் உங்கள் நண்பர்களையும் இதில் இணைந்து கொள்ளுமாறு அவர் கூறுகிறார். இதன் மூலம் நமக்கு ஒரு முக்கியமான ஒரு பாடத்தை நாங்கள் இன்று பார்க்க போகிறோம். இப்பொழுது நேரம் சென்றிருந்தாலும் பரவாயில்லை, அவர்களுக்கு அழைத்து அவர்களை இன்றைய பாடத்தில் நம்முடன் இணைந்து கொள்ளும்படி அவர் கூறுகிறார்.
Thank you so much. Okay, what are the emotions that you come across? I want you to share the emotions. What all thoughts that you come across? more than thoughts, what are your emotions? I know we are all very good at when we have to say that love, happiness, not that. I want you to genuinely reflect on yourself. Sit straight, close your eyes. What are all the things, or what are all the thoughts that you come across, especially the emotions that you are experiencing from past 1 week? What is your emotions? Please type it in the chat.
ඕගොල්ලන්ට දැන් අපි දන්නවා අපිට නොයෙකුත් දේවල් අපේ හිතට දැනෙනවා. ඉතින් ඕගොල්ලන්ට දැනෙන හැඟීම් මොනවද? ඒ හැඟීම් නොයෙකුත් දේවල් ඕගොල්ලන්ට දැනෙන්න පුරන්නේ සතුට, දුක, තරහ ඔය වගේ ඕනම දෙයක් ඕගොල්ලන්ට මොනවද දැනෙන්නේ කියලා ඕගොල්ලන් chat box වල type කරන්න, comment box වල type කරන්න ඕගොල්ලන්ට දැනෙන හැඟීම් සාමාන්‍යයෙන් මේ පසුගිය සතිය තුල ඕගොල්ලන්ට දැනෙච්ච හැඟීම් මොනවද කියලා.
கடந்த ஒரு வார காலத்திலே உங்களுக்கு ஏற்பட்ட உணர்ச்சிகள் என்ன என்று நீங்கள் சாட் பாக்ஸில் டைப் செய்யவும். சற்று நீங்கள் நேராக அமர்ந்து உங்கள் கண்களை மூடி சற்று சிந்தித்து பார்க்கவும். எவ்வகையான உணர்ச்சிகளுக்கு மத்தியில் நீங்கள் உங்கள் வாழ்க்கையில் நடந்த விடயங்களுக்கு ஏற்றவாறு என்னென்ன உணர்ச்சிகளுக்கு நீங்கள் ஆளாக்கப்பட்டீர்கள் அந்த உணர்ச்சிகளை டைப் செய்யவும் சாட் பாக்ஸில்.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Let me share the screen. Thank you so much. Some of you are saying anger, hatred, sad, happiness, anxiety. Right? Generally, what are the emotions your children express? Your little ones in school express. Confused. Yes. Yes, please.
අපි ඔයගලන්ගේ උත්තර එනකම් බලාගෙන ඉන්නවා. දැන් අපි ඔයගලන්ගේ පසුගිය සතිය තුල කොච්චරනම් දේවල් හිතෙන්නේ නැතිද නේද? ඉතින් ඒ ඔක්කොම පොඩක් ටයිප් කරන්න. එතකොට දැනගන්න පුළුවන් මොනවද අපිට හිතුනේ කියලා පසුගිය සතිය තුල.
கடந்த வாரத்திலே நீங்கள் எதிர்கொண்ட உணர்ச்சிகள் என்ன என்று டைப் செய்யவும்.
So you have typed what your children also experience, right? What are the things that we tell to our children? See, I have seen most of the parents in India. I don't know about Sri Lanka. They say if you go out in darkness, there will be a devil. If you go out, there is a snake. If you run, you're going to fall. If you talk too much, then somebody will come and take you away. So these are all the kind of statements as parents. If you don't eat, a thief will come and, take you away. So these are all the comments that parents say. While saying this, what is the kind of emotion that we are building in children? What kind of emotion are we building in children?
ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා ඒ කියන not only in India ma'am, in Sri Lanka it's also there. It's I think it's more in
Universal.
Sri Lanka.
No, I just didn't want to say that, because always all positive, only happiness and things was coming. Let me say about my country very honestly is what I felt.
No, same
Yeah.
thing. We call in Sri Lanka, our parents say billa, like it's a billa, right? There's a word called billa for devil. So ලංකාවෙත් එහෙම තමයි අය කියනවා ඉන්දිය අපි දරුවන්ට මොනවද අපි උගන්නන ඉමෝෂන්ස් දැන් බලන්න අපි දන්නවා දෙමව්පියෝ බිල්ලා බිල්ලෙක් ඉන්නවා බිල්ලව අරන් යයි අතන මෙයා ඉන්නවා කෑවේ නැත්තම් එයා ගිලි ඔන ඔය වගේ ගොඩාක් දේවල් කියලා ඔයගොල්ලෝ හොඳටම දන්නවනේ අපේ දෙමව්පියෝ දරුවන්ව බය කරනවා. නොයෙකුත් දේවල් කියනවා හිත ඒගොල්ලන්ව බය කරන්න ඉමෝෂනලි බ්ලැක්මේල් කරනවා basically. ඉතින් බලන්න මේ වගේ වචන ඔයගොල්ලොත් කියනවද නැත්නම් ඔයගොල්ලෝ අහලා තියෙනවද ඔයගොල්ලෝ එකග වෙනවද මේ වගේ දේවල් අපේ සමාජය තුලත් තියෙනවා කියලා.
இந்தியாவைப் போலவே இலங்கையிலும் இந்த பழக்கமானது காணப்படுவதை நீங்கள் பார்த்திருக்கலாம். பொதுவாகவே நமது குழந்தைகளிடத்திலே நாங்கள் அவர்களை பயமுறுத்துவதற்கு அல்லது மிரட்டுவதற்கு சில விடயங்களை நாங்கள் பொதுவாகவே கூறுவோம். இருட்டில் செல்லக்கூடாது, வெளியிலே ஒரு பாம்பு இருக்கிறோம், அல்லது ஒரு உருவம் இருக்கலாம், ஒரு பேய் எதுவும் இருக்கலாம், அல்லது நீங்கள் உணவருந்தாவிட்டால் உங்களை வில்லா தூக்கி கொண்டு செல்லவும். இவ்வகையாக நிறைய எதிர்மறையான விடயங்களை கூறி நமது குழந்தைகளை நாங்கள் பயமுறுத்துவோம், அவர்கள் நமக்கு கீழ்ப்படிய வேணும் என்ற காரணத்திற்காக. எனவே இதன் மூலம் அவர்களுக்கு ஏற்படக்கூடிய உணர்ச்சிகள் என்ன, இதை பற்றி நாங்கள் இப்பொழுது பார்க்கலாம்.
Yeah. So now let us understand. Maybe today I am going to share my own personal experiences, what I have experienced in with myself and my family members, so that will give a gateway or understanding for each one of you. Yeah, Manomaya Kosha. As I told earlier, anything that the thought ways, all, like how we put the call out, it's actually like call out. You might have seen somebody thinking, you see some images like call outs. So that is what Manomaya Kosha, there are so many thoughts, it will physically happen in our body. So today we are going to discuss about at least 6 emotions quickly. Let us understand. I am sure you will all, I don't know whether to say it as like, but you will understand better. So this is about fear. How fear will manifest in our body is what we are going to understand. Thanks to Louis Hay, she has given the extensive list of how it affects our body. Let me tell you, whatever the diseases that we have, we in the sense, the humans, in the mankind, whatever the diseases that are there, are most of it are psychosomatic. They are called as psychosomatic. It's not a disease. Every disease, everything is the psychological, the thoughts, the emotions, which will physicalize into the physical body. I think after this, I'm going to talk a little more in detail about how it comes into the physical body. Yes, over to Sujani ma'am.
Thank you ma'am. දැන් අය අපට පැහැදිලි කරන්න යන්නේ මේ මනෝමය කෝෂය කියන්නේ අපේ මනසේ තියෙන සිතුවිලි හැඟීම් මේ තුලින් අපේ ශරීරය අන්නමය කෝෂය අපේ ෆිසිකල් බොඩි එකට කොහොමද බලපාන්නේ කියන එක තමයි අද අය අපට මේ කියලා දෙන්න යන්නේ. ඉතින් අය පළවෙනියෙන්ම අය අපිට කියලා දෙන්න යනවා fear, බය කොහොමද අපේ මනසේ ඇතිවෙන බය අපේ ශරීරයට කොයිතරම් බලපානවද කියලා. ඉතින් අය කියනවා ma'am, who is that the you were talking about someone?
Louis Hay.
Louis here.
Hey.
Louis Hay කියන කතුවරයා කියලා තියෙනවා අපේ ශරීරය කොයිතරම් දුරට අපේ මනස සහ අපේ ශරීරය අතර බැඳීමක් තියෙනවද, කොයිතරම් මේ බය කියන එක අපේ ශරීරයට ප්‍රශ්නයක් වෙනවද කියන එක. ඉතින් අය කියනවා අපිට ජීවිතේ අපිට හැදෙන ලෙඩ රෝග, අපේ ශරීරයේ තියෙන ලෙඩ හැම දෙයකටම ගොඩක් දුරට මේ අපේ මනසේ ඇතිවෙන සිතුවිලි බලපානවා කියලා. ඇය ඒ පිළිබඳව තවදුරටත් කතා කරයි කොහොමද මනස සහ ශරීරය මනස අපේ ශරීරය ලෙඩ කරන්නේ කියලා.
இப்பொழுது நாங்கள் நமது மனோமய கோஷம், அதாவது நமது மனத்திற்கும் அது எவ்வாறு நமது அன்னமய கோஷம், அதாவது நமது பிசிக்கல் பாடிக்கும் தொடர்பினை ஏற்படுத்துகிறது என்பதை பற்றி நாங்கள் இப்பொழுது பார்க்கலாம். நமது மனதிலே பலவிதமான சிந்தனைகள், எண்ணங்கள் தோன்றுகின்றன. இந்த சிந்தனையில் தோன்றுவன எமது உடலில் ஏற்படும் பெரும்பாலான வியாதிகள் அல்லது அனைத்து வியாதிகளுக்கும் ஒரு விதத்தில் நமது சிந்தனைகள், நமது சிந்தையில் உள்ள எண்ணங்களே காரணமாகின்றன என்று அவர் கூறுகிறார். இதனை பற்றிய விரிவான ரிசர்ச் ஒன்று லூயி ஹே என்பவரினால் செய்யப்பட்டிருந்தது. அவரின் முடிவுகளில் அவர் கூறுவது எமது புறத்துடல் அதாவது பிசிக்கல் பாடியிற்கும் மனோமய கோஷா அதாவது நமது உள்ளத்தில் தோன்றுவற்று எவ்வாறு அதன் பாதிப்புகள் நமது உடலில் ஏற்படுத்துகின்றன என்பதை பற்றி அவர் கூறுகிறார். இன்று நாங்கள் அவற்றில் 6 மற்றும் இன்றைக்கு நாங்கள் பார்க்க போகிறோம். இதை அவர் தமது வாழ்க்கையில் அல்லது தமது குடும்பத்தில் ஏற்பட்ட விடயங்களை வைத்து நமக்கு விளக்கமாக கூற இருக்கிறார்.
Thank you so much. So this is about, so before we get into that, Manomaya Kosha, the thoughts that happen, see, no disease will come directly. Even if there is a cold or cough, you start getting some irritation, something disturbance, and then physically you will be affected with the throat pain or throat itch, irritation or whatever. If you see even the fever or something, you feel some discomfort initially. So that means whatever the disease or any challenge that happens, it happens in the mental body, the emotions, the thoughts, and then it will enter the pranamaya kosha. So this is how it is: physical body, pranamaya kosha, then manomaya kosha. It is not separate, all interlinked only. So it will enter through pranamaya kosha, and then physically the disease or the health issues happen. Okay? Yes, I think you can talk about this.
දැන් ඇය කියනවා අපේ මේ ලෙඩ හැම දෙයකටම අපේ ගොඩාක් දුරට මනස බලපානවා කියලා. ඉතින් අපි බලමු අපිට හෙම්බිරිස්සාවක් හැදෙන්න ගියත් සාමාන්‍යයෙන් කෝල්ඩ් කෝෆ් හැදෙනකොට වුණත් ඔයගලන්ට තේරෙනවා නිකන් ඇඟට අමාරුවක් ඉස්සෙල්ලාම එනවා. ඇඟට අමාරු එන්න කලින් පොඩක් අපිට ඔළුවට දැනෙනවා. මොකක්ද නිකන් ලෙඩ වෙන්න වගේ එනවා. උණක් හැදෙන්න එනකොට අපිට තේරෙනවා ලෙඩ වෙන්න වගේ එනවා කියලා අපිට හැඟීමක් එනවා. දැනෙනවා. අපිට ඉස්සෙල්ලාම අපේ මනසට දැනෙනවා. ඊට පස්සේ තමයි අපේ ශරීරය ලෙඩ වෙන්න ගන්නේ උගුර කසලා ඇඟ සීතල වෙලා මේක එන්න ඉස්සෙල්ලා අපේ මනසට අපිට දැනෙනවා. ඉතින් මේ විදිහට මනස සහ ශරීරය ඔක්කොම එකට එකතු වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. ඉතින් ඉස්සෙල්ලාම අපිට ලෙඩක් වුණත් මනසට දැනෙනවා. ඊට පස්සේ තමයි අපේ ශරීරයට දැනෙන්නේ කියලා ඇය කියනවා.
அதாவது இப்பொழுது அவர் கூறுகிறார் ஒரு உதாரணம். பொதுவாகவே நமக்கு ஒரு தடுமல், இருமல் அல்லது காய்ச்சல் போன்றவை ஏற்படும் பொழுது நமது உடலிற்கு அது வரும் முன்னருக்கே நமக்கு அதற்கான அறிகுறிகள் உள்ளே தோன்றும். நமது மனதிற்கு தெரியும் நாங்கள் சுகம் இல்லாமல் போகிறது என்று. எனவே இந்த மனதில் தோன்றுபவை அதாவது மனோமய கோஷாவில் இருந்து அன்னமய கோஷாவிற்கு பிராணமய கோஷாவின் ஊடாக அன்னமய கோஷாவிற்கு வந்து அடைகிறது. இது அன்னமய கோஷாவிற்கு வந்து அடைவதற்கு முன்னரே இதன் ஆரம்ப பார்த்தீர்களே ஆனால் மனோமய கோஷாவில் தொடங்கப்படுகிறது. மனதிலே தோன்றுபவையே இறுதியாக அது உடலுக்கு வந்து சேருகிறது. எனவே நாங்கள் முன்னர் பார்த்தது போலவே இந்த ஒவ்வொரு கோஷாஸ் ஒவ்வொரு லேயரும் ஒன்றுடன் ஒன்று தொடர்பு பட்டவை. இவை தனித்தனி படைகள் அல்ல.
Thank you. Now fear, coming to fear, what are all the challenges, health problems that are there? Just have a look at this. Anxiety, asthma because of fear. Is it not seen?
We can see, ma'am.
All the details are seen.
Yeah.
Anxiety, asthma, baldness, if especially men losing hair, and of course even women to some extent we start losing our hair. It's because of fear. Bladder problems, colon issues, diarrhea. So I'll just take one challenge: insomnia, kidney problems. Just for you to get an idea about lower back pain, neck problem, stomach ulcers, thyroid issues, weight issues is because of fear, insecurity, seeking protection. So I will dive into this problem, which is lower back pain. It was 2010. I had quit a wonderful a school which was paying very well, extraordinary salary, because one of my guru, uh, he helped me in so many ways. So I decided to join his school. I quit the school which was paying me very well. That was in 2010, 9. I quit, and then there was a problem with the school. There were two, what do you call, management, two management system. One was taking care of the financial infrastructure, everything. The other one was about the educational part. So there were two partners. So there was a clash, and my sir quit. He came out of that school from the partnership. So I had to continue there. There was a challenge. They reduced my salary to half. And the same year, my husband also lost job. Of course, minimum whatever was required for the daily, monthly expenses, food, clothes, that was not an issue. But whatever the commitments that were there came down drastically. Whatever the commitments that I had. So we had to face that financial crunch, which made me experience the lower back pain severely. After a period of time, though I traveled very long distance in my two-wheeler, especially in Bangalore traffic, I didn't get back pain because of the secured. There was a change, a shift in my financial aspect, which reduced my lower back pain. I'm talking this about 13 years back, 14 years back. And today I am actually old when compared to 14 years back. So this is the reason, the fear of money, fear of insecurity, financial support let me experience this lower back pain.
So should I translate that?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. You
Thank
can condense it. I
Yeah.
think I'll be a little more shorter.
No, no.
Next.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing. දැන් ඇයි කියනවා මේ බය කියන දේ ජීවිතයට තියෙනකොට අපේ මනසේ මේ මෙන්න මේ වගේ දේවල් මේ ලිස්ට් එකක්ම ඇය කියනවා අපේ ශරීරයට හැදෙන ලෙඩ රෝග විදියට. මේ ඔක්කොම අපිට වෙන්න පුළුවන්. එකක් තමයි කාන්සාව, ඇන්සයිටි නේද? අපිට මොනවා හරි දෙයක් හැමතිස්සෙම නැති වෙයි කියලා බය හිතෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඇස්ම හැදෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඊට පස්සේ බෝල්ඩ්නස් අපිට කොණ්ඩේ යනවා. මේ වගේ දේවල් අපිට බය තියෙනකොට අපිටම නොදැනී අපේ ශරීරය තුල මේ වගේ වෙන්න පුළුවන්. අපිට වකුගඩු ප්‍රශ්න, බ්ලැඩර් ප්‍රොබ්ලම්, ඊළඟට colon issues හැදෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඊළඟ ඒ කියන්නේ constipation වගේ දේවල් අපිට හැදෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඊළඟට diarrhea හැදෙන්න පුළුවන්. කලන්ත ගතිය, heart problem, නිින්ද යන්නේ නැතිකම, ඊළඟට කිඩ්නි වල ප්‍රශ්න, ඊළඟට මේ කොන්දේ රිදීලි, ඒත් එක්කම බෙල්ලේ අමාරු, බඩේ ගෙඩි වගේ දේවල්, ඊළඟට තයිරොයිඩ් ප්‍රශ්න, ඊළඟට අපේ බර වැඩි වෙන්න පුළුවන්, බර අඩු වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඉතින් මේ හැම දෙයක්ම අපිට වෙන්න පුළුවන් බය නිසා. ඒ කියනවා ඒගේ පර්සනල් ස්ටෝරි එකක් අපිට ෂෙයා කරලා ගොඩක් අවුරුදු 2010 වගේ වර්ෂයේදී අය රස්සාවක් කරගෙන හිටියා හොඳට පඩියක් ගෙවන. ඊට පස්සේ ඒ රස්සාවෙන් එයා අයින් වෙලා ටීචින් ජොබ් එකකින් අයින් වෙලා අලුත් ජොබ් එකකට ඇය ජොයින් වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඉතින් මේ ජොබ් එකේදී ඇය ජොයින් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ ඇයගේ ගුරුවරයෙක් ඒ ආයතනයේ හිටපු නිසා ඊළඟට මැනේජ්මන්ට් එකේ ප්‍රශ්නයක් වෙලා කොහොම හරි ඇයගේ ගුරුවරයා ඒ ආයතනයෙන් ඉවත් වීමත් සමගම මීනා මහත්මියට ලැබිච්ච පඩිය ඇය ලබාගත් පඩියට වැඩිය භාගයක් වගේ අඩු වෙලා තියෙනවා. මේ කාලය තුලදී ඇයගේ හස්බන්ඩ්ටත් ජොබ් එක නැති වෙලා ඉතින් මේ කාලෙදී ගොඩාක් ආර්ථික ප්‍රශ්න ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ ගෙදරට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. මේ ආර්ථික ප්‍රශ්නත් එක්කම මීනා මහත්මියගේ කොන්දේ අමාරුවක් හැදිලා දෙනවා. ඉතා බරපතල කොන්දේ අමාරුවක්. ඉතින් ඇය කියනවා ඒ ගොඩක් තරුණයි. ඒ කාලේ දැන් අවුරුදු 15කට පස්සෙත් ඇය තාමත් 2 wheelers එකේ මං හිතා ස්කූටි එක වෙන්නේ නැති. ඇය යනවා ඇයට කිසිම කොන්දේ අමාරුවක් නැහැ. හැබැයි ඒ කාලෙදී ආට ලොකු කොන්දේ අමාරුවක් හැදුණා කියලා. ඉතින් ඇය මේ ඇයගේ පුද්ගලික කතාව ෂෙයා කරලා ඇය දෙන්න යන පණිවිඩය මේ බය කියන එක අපේ ජීවිතයට ඇතුල් වුණාම අපිට නොදැනුවත්වම අපේ ශරීරය ලෙඩ වෙන්න පුළුවන්. මනස සහ ශරීරය එකක්. මනසේ තියෙන දේවල් ශරීරයට බලපාන හැටි තමයි අය ඒ අත්දැකීම තුලින් පැහැදිලි කරන්නේ. නිෂා
இப்பொழுது நாங்கள் பார்க்க போவது பயம் என்ற உணர்வு. நமது உள்ளத்தில் பயம் தோன்றும் பொழுது நமது உடலில் ஏற்படக்கூடிய வியாதிகள் பற்றி ஒரு அட்டவணை கொடுக்கப்பட்டிருக்கிறது. இதில் முதலாவது ஆங்ஸைட்டி, அதாவது நடக்குமா நடக்காதா என்ற ஒரு தெளிவற்ற ஒரு நிலை. மற்றும் ஆஸ்துமா, வீசிங் வரலாம், அல்லது சிலருக்கு வழுக்கை விழலாம். அது ஆண்களாகவும் இருக்கலாம், பெண்களாகவும் இருக்கலாம். அதே போல அடுத்ததாக பிளடர் ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ், கோலன் இஷ்யூஸ், கான்ஸ்டிபேஷன், மலச்சிக்கல், டயரியா, தலை சுற்று, இதயம் சம்பந்தப்பட்ட வியாதிகள், உறக்கமின்மை, சிறுநீரக கோளாறுகள், லோவர் பேக் பெயின், நமது இடுப்பு மற்றும் கழுத்துடன் தொடர்புடைய பிரச்சனைகள், அல்சர்கள் மற்றும் தைராய்டு பிரச்சனைகள், வெயிட், அதாவது நமது உடல் பருமனில் அதிகரிப்பதை நீங்கள் பார்க்கக்கூடியதாக இருக்கும். எனவே இந்த ஒரு சிறு உணர்வு, பயம் என்ற உணர்வினால் நமது உடலில் ஏற்படக்கூடிய மாற்றங்களே இங்க கொடுக்கப்பட்டுள்ளன. அவரது ஒரு பர்சனல் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸை நம்முடன் பகிர்ந்தால், அதாவது 14 வருடங்களுக்கு முன்னர் 2010 அவர் ஒரு பாடசாலையில் ஒரு நல்ல சம்பளத்திற்கு வேலை பார்த்து கொண்டிருந்தார். ஆனால் அவருக்கு உதவிய அல்லது அவருக்கு மிகவும் நெருக்கமான குரு ஒருவர் வேறொரு பாடசாலையில் இணைந்ததன் காரணமாக அவர் இந்த தற்போது நல்ல சம்பளத்தில் இருந்த வேலையை விட்டு மற்ற பாடசாலைக்கு மாறினார். ஆனால் அங்கே ஒரு சிறு பிரச்சனையின் நிமித்தமாக அவர் சேர்ந்த ஆசிரியர் விலகி இவருடைய சம்பளமானது பாதிக்கு குறைக்கப்பட்டதாக கூறுகிறார். அந்த சந்தர்ப்பத்திலே அவரது கணவருக்கும் வேலையானது நீக்கப்பட்டு விட்டதாம். எனவே இந்த சூழ்நிலையில் அவருக்கு லோவர் பேக் பெயின், அதாவது அதற்கு இங்க கொடுக்கப்பட்டுள்ள காரணம் ஃபியர் ஆஃப் மணி, அதாவது நமது எதிர்காலத்தில் பணம் சம்பந்தமான பிரச்சனைகள் வரும் பொழுது அல்லது பணம் சம்பந்தமான பிரச்சனைகளை நாங்கள் எதிர்கொள்ளும் பொழுது இது நமது உடலிலே, அதாவது மனதில் உள்ள இந்த பயத்திற்காக நமது உடலில் வரும் அறிகுறியே இது. அதுவும் இது 14 வருடங்களுக்கு முன்னர் என்று கூறும் பொழுது அவர் கண்டிப்பாக இளமையாக இருந்திருப்பார். இப்பொழுது அவர் இருசக்கர வாகனத்தில் எத்தனையோ கிலோமீட்டர்கள் பயணம் செய்த போதிலும் எந்த விதமான அசௌகரியத்திலையும் அவர் உணரவில்லை. ஆனால் இந்த காலகட்டத்திலே அவர் அந்த அசௌகரியத்தை அவருக்கு உணரக்கூடியதாக இருந்தது.
Thank you so much. Please understand the fear in different forms, whatever we feed in children. See, now it is raining. You may see when it rains, what happens? Wherever there is, potholes or low places, the water just flows there. Right? You all agree with that? The same way energy, the fear energy, when we have fear energy, wherever there is a problem, it penetrates, it goes into those areas. Say, for example, the child or any person for that matter, let us take it as children, if they have in general, some problem, definitely it will go and affect that area only. So that is the reason why any kind of fear, when we start feeding into a child or an adult or children or anybody for that, even old people at home, when we start putting in the fear, definitely it will affect the areas which are weak. So these are the things what we need to keep in our mind.
දැන් ඇය කියනවා මේ වැස්ස වහිනවන්නේ, දැන් වහිනකොට වතුර වතුර ගලාගෙන යනවා අර පහළ තැනකට. ඒ වගේ තමයි දැන් අපිට මේ අපේ ශරීරයට බය කියන එක ඇතුළත් වුණාම අපේ මනසට අර ශරීරයේ තියෙනවා නම් මොනවාම හරි ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙන තැනක්, ලෙඩක් තියෙන තැනක්, ඒ තැනට ඒ බයෙන් ඇති වෙන එෆෙක්ට් එක ගිහිල්ලා අපේ ඇතුළ අපේ ඇඟ ලෙඩ කරනවා. ඒත් මොනවා හරි දෙයක් තියෙනවා නම් අපේ ඇතුළේ පුංචි ලෙඩක් හරි ඒක වැඩි කරනවා. අපිට ශරීරයට ඇති කරනවා. ලෙඩ ඇති කරනවා. ඒ වගේම තමයි පුංචි දරුවන්ට වුණත් අපි පුංචි දරුවන්ට ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ මනසට බය ඇති කරනකොට ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ තව ඇඟේ ශරීරය තුල තව දැම් තියෙනවා නම් මොනවා හරි වීක් තැනක් දුර්වල තැනක් ඒ තැන් ලෙඩ කරනවා කියලා ඇය පැහැදිලி කරනවා.
ஆ. அதாவது இப்பொழுது அவர் கூறியதன் மூலமாக நமக்கு தெரியக்கூடியதாக இருக்கிறது. பயம் என்ற உணர்ச்சி வரும் பொழுது அது நமது உடலை எவ்வாறு தாக்குகிறது என்று. பொதுவாக மழை காலங்களிலே நீங்கள் பார்த்திருப்பீர்கள், குழிகளை நோக்கி, அதாவது தாழ்நில பகுதிகளை நோக்கி நீரானது ஓடும். அதுபோல எமது பயம் என்ற உணர்வின் பொழுது எமது உடலிலே இருக்கக்கூடிய சில, அதாவது வீக்காக இருக்கக்கூடிய சில பகுதிகளுக்கு இதன் விளைவாக அது தொடர்பான சில வியாதிகள் நமக்கு தோற்றுவிப்பதற்கான சந்தர்ப்பங்களா அமையக்கூடியதாகவும் இருக்கும். இது பெரியவர்களுக்கு மட்டுமல்ல, குழந்தைகளுக்கும் பிள்ளைகளுக்கும் கூட பொருந்தும். நாங்கள் பிள்ளைகளின் மனதில் இதை தொடர்ந்து அவர்களின் மனதில் பயத்தை உருவாக்கி கொண்டிருக்கும் பொழுது அந்த பயத்தின் நிமித்தமாக அவர்களின் உடலில் வியாதிகள் வருவதற்கான வாய்ப்பு அமையும்.
Thank you so much. Can you share what are the diseases in your family? You need not mention. In your family, what are the challenges, health-related challenges that you're facing? Anybody in the family? Please share.
Ma'am, I know a child, just to share the experience, that when the child is going through any stress, kind of a fierce, anxious situation, the child gets asthma. Very bad. So they have to carry that. It gets really bad when the child is in a situation with an anxiety situation. So that's very visible. මම දන්න දරුවෙක් ඉන්නවා. ඒ දරුවා කිසිම දෙයකට බය තැනක තිබ්බම එයාට ඒක කරන්න කැමති නැත්තම් එයාට ඇස්මා වීස් එක වගේ හැදෙනවා. හුස්ම ගන්න බැරුව ගොඩාක් අමාරු වෙනවා. ඒක හොඳටම පේන්න තියෙනවා. So I think now I can correlate, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Dishan?
எஸ். சுஜானி மேம் நம்முடன் பகிர்கிறார். அதாவது தனக்கு தெரிந்த ஒரு பிள்ளைக்கு பொதுவாக சற்று அதாவது சற்று பிரச்சனைகள் இருக்கும் பொழுது அந்த பிள்ளைக்கு அஸ்துமா வீசிங் அடிக்கடி வருமாம். எனவே இந்த நோயானது எங்கிருந்து தோன்றுகிறது, இதன் நமக்கு நேரடியாக இந்த நோய் வருவதில்லை. இந்த நோய் வருவதற்கான இடத்தை நாங்கள் தெரிந்து கொள்ளக்கூடியதாக இருக்கிறது. இப்பொழுது உங்கள் குடும்பத்தில் அல்லது உங்களுக்கு இருக்கக்கூடிய வியாதிகள் எதுவும் இருப்பின் அதை chat பாக்ஸில் டைப் பண்ணுங்க.
ඕගොල්ලන්ට සහ ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ ගෙදර අයට මේ වගේ ඕගොල්ලන්ට හිතෙනවා නම් මේ වගේ ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා, සෞඛ්‍ය ගැටලු තියෙනවා, ඒ සෞඛ්‍ය ගැටලු මානසික ප්‍රශ්නයක් නිසා හිතෙනවා නම් ඕගොල්ලෝ නම ලියන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ, ගෙදර අය ගැන කියන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. මොනවද ඒ කියලා පොඩ්ඩක් chat box වල comment box වල type කරන්න පුළුවන් තමගේ පුද්ගලිකත්වය ආරක්ෂා කරගෙන.
Thank you. Arthritis. Yes. So just watch and check out what kind of challenges that you have. Out of here, we have shared all these. What are the challenges? Either your children in your school or your family members, yourself. Please list it. Next, we'll move on to the other. Anger. Lord Krishna says very nicely in Bhagavad Gita that anger is the one that kills. Okay. So let us go in detail. Because of anger, what all health challenges that one can experience? Arthritis, somebody asked about that. Boils, cancer, long-standing suppressed anger, grief, deep hurt. This is all related to eczema, fever, okay, gallbladder problems, gum problems, headache, high blood pressure, liver problems, sciatica, tinnitus, ulcers. I always wondered I had hearing loss. I think I don't know whether I mentioned in the last sessions. I used to sit in the very first bench. I was hearing 60% was the hearing loss I had. Sitting, watching the lip movements of the teachers and understanding. I managed till my degree. When I had to do my B.Ed, that is the professional degree course in education, we call it as B.Ed, Bachelor's in Education. So that is when I realized I can't follow because it was 100 students classroom and whoever comes first used to sit, unlike my college, degree college, where my friends used to let me sit in the first bench and nobody wanted to sit in the first bench. But in the bachelor's education degree, most of the students, they used to sit and I had to sit in the last few benches because I had to travel a long distance to my college. So that is when I realized and I started using ear aid. So, but this ringing in the ears was very much there. There was that anger that I'm not able to. And I was also told she can't hear, she is kind of deaf and all that. It's, that accepting that kind of statement, refusal to listen to that also. Like, I was not ready to listen to anything. So that anger, frustration led to more ringing in the sound. Every time it used to be going kind of as if somebody is ringing some instrument. That is how I have experienced. So we don't know what kind of comments. My parents, out of concern, my mother was overprotecting kind. So she would say she can't hear. That my mother's intention was different. Try to understand what happens with the parent and what happens with the child. Intention was different. But that saying that she is deaf kind, not the exact word deaf, but that word used to irritate a lot. I can't hear. Sometimes later I started accepting and that became an excuse for me. I started playing with that also. But that initially accepting that I'm deaf, that to people whom I like, if they say it's okay, somebody saying she can't hear, it used to bring in so much of anger and irritation in me. So this is how we don't know with what intention we say something to anyone, I mean, somebody, but how it impacts is totally different. Yeah, thank you.
දැන් අය මෙතනදී අපිට කියලා දෙන්න යන්නේ තරහව. තරහව අපේ ශරීරයට කොහොමද බලපාන්නේ කියලා. ඉතින් අය කියනවා ma'am the first one is fever, right? So is there anything on top? ගොඩාක් ලෙඩ රෝග අපිට තරහව නිසා ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඇක්නි, කුරුලෑ වගේ දේවල්. ඊළඟට ආතරයිටිස්, ඇඟේ ගෙඩි වගේ දේවල්. ඊළඟට පිළිකා ඒත් එක්කම එක්සිමා හැමේ ඇතිවන ආසාදන ඊළඟට උණ ඊළඟට ගෝල් බ්ලැඩර් ප්‍රොබ්ලම්ස් ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට මේ නිකන් කටේ තිත්ත ගතියක් වගේ දේවල් ඒ වගේ ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන් ඒත් එක්කම ගම් මේ අපේ විදුරු මාස්ටර ප්‍රශ්න ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන් ඊළඟට ඒ වගේ ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන් ඒවට එක හේතු තියෙනවා නේද ඊළඟට ඔළුව කැක්කුම ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන් ඒත් එක්කම high blood pressure ඊළඟට අක්මාවේ ප්‍රශ්න ඒත් එක්කම ma'am how to spell this
Sciatica nerve. Yeah.
ඊළඟට fear of money ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට සල්ලි ගැන බය වුණොත් අපිට sciatica වගේ දේවල් හැදෙන්න පුළුවන් ඊළඟට tinnitus
ringing in the
tinnitus ringing in the ear අපිට කනෙන් නිකන් ශබ්දයක් වගේ ඇහෙන්න පුළුවන් ඒත් එක්කම ulcers වගේ දේවල් ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන් ඉතින් මේ හැම දෙයක්ම අපිට අපේ ශරීරය තුල ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන් තරහට කොහොමත් අපි හැමෝටම තේරෙනවනේ තරහක් යනකොට නිකන් ඇඟේ ලේ ටික රත් වෙලා අපේ මූණ රතු වෙලා පපුව හයියෙන් ගැහෙන්න අරගෙන අපි ගොඩක් වෙනස් වෙනවා. ඉතින් මේක ශරීරයට බලපානවා. ඉතින් අය කියනවා අයගේ එක්ස්පීරියන්ස් එකකුත් කියනවා අය උපාධියට ඉගෙන ගන්න කාලේ ඇයට පන්ති ගොඩක් ළමයි හිටියා. ඒ කාලේ ඇයට ගොඩක් ප්‍රශ්න තිබුණා. ඒ කාලේ ඇයට කන ඇහෙන්නේ නැහැ වගේ තත්ත්වයක් ඇති වුණා. ඉතින් ගෙදර අයයාට කන ඇහෙන්නේ නැහැ කියලා කිව්වත් එයාට දුක හිතුන්නේ නැහැ. හැබැයි ආයෙත් එළියෙන් කවුරු හරි යට කන ඇහෙන්නේ නැහැ කියලා කියනකොට තවත් තරහා යනවා. ඉතින් මේ වගේ තරහා අපේ ජීවිතයට ගොඩාක් බලපානවා. මෙන්න මේ වගේ ලෙඩ රෝග හැදෙන්න ඒක මූලික වෙනවා කියලා අය කියනවා. ඊශාන්
எஸ் மிஸ் ஆம் முதலில் நாங்கள் ஃபியர் அதாவது பயத்தை பற்றி பார்த்தோம். இப்பொழுது நாங்கள் கோவத்தை பற்றி பார்க்க போகிறோம். அதாவது உள்ளத்தில் கோபம் ஏற்படும் பொழுது அதனுடன் தொடர்புடைய நமக்கு நிகழக்கூடிய வியாதிகளை பற்றி அல்லது நமது பிசிக்கல் பாடியில் ஏற்படக்கூடிய மாற்றங்களை பற்றி இங்கே ஒரு லிஸ்ட் ஆனது கொடுக்கப்பட்டுள்ளது. இதில் முதலாவதாக அக்னி என்பது பருக்களுடன் தொடர்புடையது. அடுத்ததாக ஆர்த்தரைட்டிஸ், பாயில்ஸ் கொப்புளங்கள், கேன்சர், எக்ஸிமா தோல் சம்பந்தப்பட்ட வியாதிகள், காய்ச்சல், ஜுரம், கால் பிளாடர் ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ், முரசுடன் தொடர்புடைய பிரச்சனைகள், தலைவலி, ஒத்தை பக்க தலைவலி மற்றும் ஹை பிளட் பிரஷர், ஈரல் நோய் சம்பந்தப்பட்ட வியாதிகள், சயாட்டிகா என்பது பணம், ஃபியர் ஆஃப் மணி அண்ட் ஃபியூச்சர், எதிர்காலம் மற்றும் பணத்தை பற்றி நாங்கள் பயம் ஏற்படும் பொழுது ஏற்படக்கூடிய வியாதிக்கு இங்க குறிக்கப்பட்டது. அடுத்ததாக டினிட்டஸ், அதாவது காதில் ஒரு ஒலி எழுப்புவதை போன்ற ஒரு உணர்வு. இறுதியாக அல்சர். எனவே ஒரு அட்டவணையான பல வியாதிகள் இங்கே கொடுக்கப்பட்டுள்ளது. கோவத்தின் காரணமாக நிமித்தமாக நமக்கு ஏற்படக்கூடிய சில வியாதிகள். இதற்கு தனது பர்சனல் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் ஒரு கதையை நமக்கு அவர் கூறுகிறார். அவர் தனது படிப்பினை படிக்கும் பொழுது செவித்திறன் சற்று குறைவாக காணப்பட்டதாம். ஆனால் அது அவரது டிகிரி முடிக்கும் வரை, அதாவது முதல் முடிக்கும் வரை அது ஒரு பிரச்சனையாக இருக்கவில்லை. ஆனால் பேச்சுலர்ஸ் ஆஃப் எஜுகேஷன் பட்டப்படிப்பு படிக்க சென்ற பொழுது அவர் மிகவும் தொலை தூரமாக பயணிக்க வேண்டி இருந்ததாம் அவரது பல்கலைக்கழகத்துக்கு. எனவே அவருக்கு முன் வரிசைகளில் அமர்வதற்கான வாய்ப்பு கிடைக்கவில்லை. பின்னுக்கு அமர வேண்டி இருந்தது. பின்னுக்கு அமரும் பொழுது அவர் தனது செவித்திறன் கேட்காததனால் பல சவால்களை எதிர்கொண்டாராம். அதற்கு பிறகு அதற்கான கருவியை பயன்படுத்தினாராம். இதில் எமக்கு பழக்கப்பட்டவர்கள் அதை பற்றி ஏதாவது ஒரு கமெண்ட் கூறினால் அது பெரிய அளவில் பாதிப்பை ஏற்படுத்தாது. ஆனால் எம்மை நன்கு அறியாதவர்கள் ஏதாவது கூறும் பொழுது கண்டிப்பாக அது நமது மனதிலே ஒரு தாக்கத்தை ஏற்படுத்தும். நமக்கு அது ஒரு கோபமாக வரும். எனவே அதன் விளைவாக அவருக்கு அடிக்கடி காதிலே ஒரு சத்தம் அல்லது ஒரு கருவி அல்லது ஒரு உபகரணம் ஒலி எழுப்புவதை போன்ற ஒரு உணர்வு கொண்டு காணப்பட்டதாக கூறுகிறார்.
Thank you so much. Next, which emotion do you want?
I think it's heavily raining here, Sri Lanka. I think that's why people don't have connection to keep. I think it's really bad, heavy rain.
Okay. I think we'll do it as much as possible quickly so that, they can. I don't think not many are there even in this thing.
I think
resistance.
Rain, ma'am. It's so much heavy rain. Yeah.
So it is resistance. Resistance, when we resist certain things, what are the things, what are the challenges that we face? Back problem, upper. That was lower back problem. Please check out. This is the upper back problem. Cold, constipation, coughing, fatigue, foot problem, joint problems, obesity, sinus, and teeth problems. This is all because of resistance. Okay, I am a live example and a model for you for today's session. So I had teeth problems and gums problem also. So indecisiveness and not being able to break down ideas for analysis. resistance to new experience. I don't know, maybe completely I don't agree with, but there are resistances. There are areas of, we think that, okay, I am very good at taking decisions. I am very decisive, but it is not with all the things. When I see certain things which I want to do, I am able to do it. But there are areas, there are layers. That is what happens to us. There are layers of fear, layers of anger, layers of resistance. I might be open to new learning. I take decisions related to myself. When it comes to family, I may not be able to take certain decisions. I may resist on certain experiences, whatever I face. So, this is how there are layers, layers, layers. We may think that, oh, I'm very good at taking decisions. But it is not the case with all the things. What do we do with children? Let us understand. We try to bring in or build that resistance in them. Anything we say they want to do, we will say no to that. No, don't do that. No, no, no. So they also start resisting to us saying, no, come with me. Let's go there. No, do this. No. The child will also start resisting on it. So what is that we say? We say the child is adamant, doesn't listen to us. But how many times have we resisted for whatever the child has asked for? Do you all agree with that? Every time we say no, 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 no to children. But we expect children to say yes, 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 yes in everything. That resistance will penetrate into the body in the form of cough. You might have seen children having cough all the time, children having cold all the time. That is the initial stages. They experience that. Constipation, holding old ideas, not ready to release old ideas. Let me tell one more example for this. Any old ideas, holding on to the past. This is what happened to me in my life. This is what you did. Of course, we fight with our spouse or with family members, with our parents. Have you all experienced that? Even today, I'll tell you, old people, even on the deathbed, they say, that day, that person did this. So, carrying those emotions, those old past experiences, fear of letting go will lead into different kind of health issues. So the resistance towards various things will lead to obesity also. Many of them, they say that I am putting on weight, I don't eat only. I don't have so much of food, but still I'm putting on weight. So these are all some of the things. A sinus, many of them have this problem, sinus problem. Most often that is the complaint. So this is all because of the resistance. What we build in children is the resistance every time. Whatever they say, we say, and children repeat the same. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. තවත් අපේ මනසේ ඇතිවෙන දෙයක් තමයි මේ resistance කියන්නේ ප්‍රතිරෝධය. කියන්නේ දැඩි බව, අපි යටත් නොවන බව. ඒ කියන්නේ උදාහරණයක් විදිහට කිව්වොත් දැන් සමහර වෙලාවට අපි හිතනවා තීරණ ගන්න මට තීරණ ගන්න පුළුවන්. මම කිසි දෙයකට බය නැහැ කියලා. හැබැයි සමහර තීරණ ගන්න අපිට බෑ. සමහර වෙලාවට ඒ තීරණ ගන්නකොට අපිට බෑ. නමුත් අපේ දැඩි බවක් අපිට රඳව ගන්නවා. උදාහරණයක් විදිහට දැන් අපි දරුවන්ට හැමදේම රෙසිස්ට් කරනවා. දැන් කරන්න එපා කියනවා. එපා මේක කරන්න එපා. හැබැයි අපි දරුවන්ගෙන් බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා හැමදේටම yes කියන්න, හැමදේම කරන්න කියලා. අපි එපා කියලා අපි කොහොමද දරුවෙකුට කරන්න කියලා කියන්නේ. ඉතින් මේ වගේ දැන් අපි ගොඩක් වෙලාවට අපිට කරන්න පුළුවන් දේවල් බැරි දේවල් තියෙනවා. ඉතින් රෙසිස්ටන්ස් කියන්නේ අපේ ගාව තියෙන දැඩි බව, තද බව මේකට. ඉතින් මේ තුලින් අපිට ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන් බෑක් ප්‍රොබ්ලම්ස්, කොන්දේ අමාරු. ඒත් එක්කම කෝල් දැන් අපිට සමහරට හෙම්බිරිස්සාව මේවා හැදෙන්න පුළුවන් අපේ මේ තියෙන දැඩි බව, තද බව නිසා. ඊළඟට කොන්ස්ටිපේෂන් මේ කොන්ස්ටිපේෂන් උත් හැදෙන්න පුළුවන්. Ma'am, little more up, please. I can't see after the constipation. ඊට පස්සේ කැස්ස මේ වගේ දේවල් අපිට හැදෙන්න පුළුවන්. ෆැටික් හැමතිස්සම මහන්සි, කම්මැලි මේ වගේ දේවල් හැදෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඊළඟට කකුලේ ප්‍රශ්න, ෆුඩ් ප්‍රොබ්ලම්ස් හැදෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඊළඟට ජොයින්ට් වල ප්‍රශ්න හැදෙන්න පුළුවන්. විශාල ලෙස ස්ථූලභාවයක් ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන්. සයිනස් ප්‍රශ්න ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන්. නිතරම කිමුහුම් යනවා ඒ වගේ දේවල්. දත්වල ප්‍රශ්න ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඉතින් මේ හැම දෙයක්ම ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන් රෙසිස්ටන්ස් තියෙන නිසා. ඒ කියන්නේ අපේ තියෙන තුල යටහත් නොවන බව, දැඩි බව අපි ළඟ තියෙනකොට අපිට මෙන්න මේ වගේ ප්‍රශ්න ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන්. දිශාන්?
அடுத்ததாக நாங்கள் பார்க்க போவது எதிர்ப்பு. பொதுவாகவே எதிர்ப்பு என்ற உணர்ச்சி தோன்றும் பொழுது அதனால் ஏற்படக்கூடிய உடலில் ஏற்படக்கூடிய விளைவுகள் இங்கே அட்டவணைப்படுத்தப்பட்டுள்ளன. Ma'am, can you move the slide a bit forward? Up. Thank you, ma'am. இதில் முதலாவதாக பேக் ப்ராப்ளம். முதலாவது நாங்கள் பார்த்தோம் ஃபியர், பயம் இருக்கும் பொழுது லோவர் பேக் ப்ராப்ளம். இதில் எதிர்ப்பு இருக்கும் பொழுது அப்பர் பேக் ப்ராப்ளம். அது மட்டுமல்ல தடுமல், மலச்சிக்கல், இருமல், களைப்பு போன்ற நோய்கள் ஏற்படலாம். அத்துடன் பாதத்துடன் தொடர்புடைய பிரச்சனைகள், மூட்டுகளுடன் தொடர்புடைய பிரச்சனைகள், ஒபிசிட்டி, ஓவெயிட். அதற்கு அவர் கூறினார் சில நேரங்களிலே நாங்கள் அதிகமாக சாப்பிடாமல் இருந்தாலுமே சில சந்தர்ப்பங்களிலே தானாகவே நிறை கூடிக்கொண்டு போகும் என்றும். அடுத்ததாக சைனஸ், அத்துடன் பல் தொடர்பான பிரச்சனைகளும் ஏற்படலாம் என கூறுகிறார். இதிலே பொதுவாகவே நாங்கள் அனைவருமே நினைக்கலாம் நாங்கள் சிறந்த முடிவுகளை எடுப்பவர்கள் என்று. ஆனால் அது இடத்திற்கு இடம், எந்த சந்தர்ப்பத்தை பொறுத்து என்று இருக்கிறது. நம்மில் அநேகமானோர் பொதுவாகவே தீர்மானங்களை எடுக்கும் பொழுது சற்று தயக்கத்தை எதிர்கொள்ளலாம் அல்லது தீர்மானங்களை எடுப்பதற்கே யோசிக்கலாம். எனவே இதுவும் ஒரு விதமான எதிர்ப்பை குறிக்கிறது. அது மட்டுமல்லாமல் பொதுவாக குழந்தைகளிடத்தில் அதை செய்யாதே, இதை செய்யாதே என்று எப்பொழுதுமே அவர்கள் கூறுவதற்கு நாங்கள் எதிர்த்து கொண்டே இருக்கிறோம். எனவே அவர்கள் எதிர்ப்பையே பார்த்து கொண்டிருக்கும் பொழுது, ஆனால் நாங்கள் பெற்றோர்களாக, பெரியோர்கள் என்ற முறையில் அவர்கள் நாங்கள் சொல்வதற்கு ஏற்றுக்கொள்ள வேண்டும் என்பதை பொதுவாகவே எமது எண்ணமாக இருக்கும். ஆனால் நாங்கள் அவர்களிடம் எதிர்க்கும் பொழுது கண்டிப்பாக அவர்களும் எம்மிடத்திலே எதிர்ப்பை காண்பிப்பார்கள். இதுவே மீனா மேம் நமக்கு கூறினார்.
Guilt. Oh, I didn't do that. I was not able to give time for my family. I didn't take care of my children. I didn't care my husband. I didn't care my in-laws. I didn't care my parents. I'm not giving sufficient care for all these people. This is the guilt what we feel. So accident is also because of guilt. Back pain, eating disorder, food problem. See, again, it is connected. Nothing is like, it is separate. Insomnia, you have come across that as well. Migraine, neck problem. Sorry. Self-sabotage behavior, skin problems, ulcers. So these are all some of the things. A quick example. Once, okay, today I said I am giving a lot of examples. I met with an accident a few years back, because this happened twice. When my son was just UKG, I had to drive. It was a long distance. I'm talking about 2009-10. I was literally, having that negative comments, everything about the school management and principal, everything, everybody. Okay. I was literally mentally scolding them and I was going. I met with an accident. Okay. Then few years back in 2022, I met with an accident. Of course, literally on that day, it was raining heavily. I wore the entire raincoat and I was going. And they said from one end of the Bangalore to the other end, I had to almost drive 23 kilometers, 24 and a half kilometers distance. So they said there's a meeting and I had to attend. So now the technology has advanced. Online meetings are also available. I asked if online meeting is okay. They said, no, 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 we have to meet physically. That is a need. I finished the visit in the hospital, fertility hospital, doing some counseling, everything. Went. While going, I was literally scolding the person who insisted on meeting, and of course, the management and everyone. Met with an accident and went. Then I went to hospital, got all the treatment done. When I went back, the head of the organization called me. She's an excellent healer as also. She asked me only one thing. Were you cursing? Were you scolding? Did you have any pain or discomfort? Did you get irritated with for which you met with an accident? Of course. What do you think is my answer? I said no, nothing like that. But actually that's what I did. So it is about when we are cursing, when we are talking ill about, because I'm not able to express, I was not able to voice out saying that, no, I'm not going to come. But with that pain and, literally scolding, cursing and all that, I met with an accident. See, nothing happens just like that. It was not the road. Of course, it was slippery. That was a reason for me. But what was mentally happening is what manifested in this form. So then, when later I connected to the other one also. When I met with an accident earlier, I fell from the vehicle. So this is how, when we start looking at our life, what all has happened, that will also give way for us to correct and do the right things.
Thank you, ma'am. දැන් ඊළඟට අය අපිට කියන්නේ දැන් ගිල්ට් කියන්නේ අපි නිතරම මම තමන් වැරදිකාරයෙක් කියලා හිතනකොට ගිල්ටි. එතකොට සමහරක් වෙලාවට අපි හිතනවා අයියෝ මගේ වැරද්දද මේක මගේ නිසා වුණාද. එහෙම කිකේ අපි හැමතිස්සෙම ගිල්ටි එකෙන් ඉන්නවා නම් මම වැරදි කියලා හැමතිස්සෙම හිතනවා නම් අපිට ඒකත් අපිට නොයෙකුත් දේවල් ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන්. විශේෂයෙන්ම අපි ගිල්ට් එක නිසා අපි සමහරට ඇක්සිඩන්ට්ස් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඊට පස්සේ අපි ඒකට පස්සේ අපි හිතන්න පුළුවන් මම මේ කරපු වැරද්දට තමයි මට මේ දඬුවම හම්බුනේ කියලා හිතන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඊළඟට බෑක් පේන් අපිට පිටිපස්සේ කොන්දේ අමාරුව හැදෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඊළඟට අපිට ඊටින් ඩිස්ටෝඩර්ස් අපි දැන් සමහරක් වෙලාවට නොකා ඉන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් වැඩියෙන් කන්න පුළුවන්. මේ වගේ දේවල් ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඊළඟට ෆුඩ් ප්‍රොබ්ලම්ස් අපිට කකුලේ අමාරු හැදි වෙන්න පුළුවන්. නිින්ද නැතු වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඉන්සෝම්නියා. මෑම් little bit up please. Thank you. ඊළඟට මයිග්‍රේන් ලොකු හිසේ රුදාවක් ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන්. මොකද ගිල්ට් කියන්නේ අපි එතකොට ඒ ගැන කල්පනා කර දුක් වෙනකොට අපිට හිසේ රුදාවක් ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඊළඟට බෙල්ලේ අමාරු. ඊළඟට අපිට self sabotage behavior ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි හැමතිස්සම අපි බයෙන් දුකෙන් තරහෙන් ජීවත් වෙන්න හිතන්න පුළුවන්. ඊළඟට ස්කින් ප්‍රොබ්ලම්ස් ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ආර්ශස් රෝග ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට මේ වගේ දේවල් ඇති වෙනවා අපි හැමතිස්සම වැරදිකාරයෙක් කියලා හිතනකොට. දැන් අය කියනවා අය බැංගලෝරයේදී අයට ඇක්සිඩන්ට් එකක් වුණා කියලා. අයට මීටින් එකකටත් යන්න තිබ්බා. ඒත් එක්කම අර දරුවාට ඉස්කෝලේ ගෙනියන්නත් තිබ්බා. ඉතින් බොහොම අකමැත්තෙන් මේ ගමන ගිහිල්ලා තියෙනවා. මේ අතරතුරේදී අය ඇක්සිඩන්ට් එකකට මුහුණ දීලා තියෙනවා. තියෙනවා. ඉතින් මේ ඇක්සිඩන්ට් එක වුණාම වෙලාවේ ඇය කියනවා ඇයගේ යාළුවක් ඇහුවා කියලා ඔයා මේ කර්ස් කරාද තරහෙන් හිටියද මේ ඇක්සිඩන්ට් එක වුණ වෙලාවේ කියලා. එයා ඇත්තටම ඒ ඩ්‍රයිව් කරන වෙලාවේ ඇය ගොඩක් තරහෙන් ඉඳලා තියෙනවා. ඉතින් එයා හිතනවා ඒක තමයි ඒකට හේතුනේ කියලා. ඇත්තටම අපි හැමතිස්සම වැරදි කියලා හිතනකොට අපි සමහරක් වෙලාවට හරි දුකෙන් ඉන්නවා කනස්සල්ලෙන් ඉන්නවා. ඉතින් මේ නිසා අපි දැන් හොඳටම මේ කතා වලින් මේ හැම දෙයකින්ම පැහැදිලි වෙනවා අපේ මනස අපි හරියට තියාගත්තේ නැත්නම් අපිට ගොඩාක් ප්‍රශ්න ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන් කියලා ජීවිතේ. ටිෂාන්
அடுத்ததாக நாங்கள் பார்க்க போவது குற்ற உணர்ச்சி, அதாவது கில்ட். இந்த குற்ற உணர்ச்சி நமது உள்ளத்தில் தோன்றுவதனால் நாம் எதிர்கொள்ளக்கூடிய பிரச்சனைகள். இதில் முதலாவதாக இங்கே குறிப்பிடப்பட்டுள்ளது ஆக்சிடென்ட்ஸ், அடுத்ததாக பேக் பெயின், ஈட்டிங் டிசார்டர்ஸ், ஃபுட் ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ், பாதம் சம்பந்தப்பட்ட பிரச்சனைகள், தூக்கமின்மை, ஒற்றை பக்க தலைவலி, கழுத்துடன் தொடர்புடைய பிரச்சனைகள் மற்றும் செல்ஃப் சபட்டேஜ் என்பது நாம் எம்மை நாமளே தாழ்த்து குறை கூறுவது. அடுத்தது தோல் சம்பந்தப்பட்ட பிரச்சனைகள், இறுதியாக அல்சர்ஸ். இதற்கு மிகவும் அழகிய ஒரு உதாரணத்தை அவர் கூறினார். இது 2 முறை அவரது வாழ்க்கையில் நடந்ததாம். ஒரு முறை அவரது மகன் சிறு வயதில் இருக்கும் பொழுது இவர் முதல் வேலை செய்த இடத்தில் முதல் கூறிய கதையுடன் இது தொடர்புடையது. அந்த மேனேஜ்மெண்டை இவருக்கும் ஏற்பட்ட முரண்பாடின் காரணமாக இவர் அதை பற்றி மனதில் சிந்தித்து அவர்களை திட்டிக் கொண்டிருந்தாராம். அந்த சந்தர்ப்பத்திலே அவரது முதல் விபத்தானது நடைபெற்று. இது 2009. அடுத்த விபத்தானது 2 வருடங்களுக்கு முன்னர், அதாவது 2022இல் இவர் 23 கிலோமீட்டர் தூரம் பயணிக்க வேண்டி இருந்ததாம். அதுவும் அன்று ஒரு மழை நாள். அப்பொழுது இவர் கேட்டிருக்கிறார், நான் இதில் ஆன்லைனில் இந்த மீட்டிங்கை அட்டென்ட் பண்ண முடியுமா என்று. ஆனால் அவர்கள் இல்லை, நீங்கள் நேரில் வந்தாக வேண்டும் என்று கூறியிருக்கிறார்கள். எனவே இவர் அதற்கு செல்லும் பொழுது மனதிலே திட்டிக்கொண்டே சென்றிருக்கிறார். செல்லும் வழியிலேயே இவருக்கு இது விபத்து நடந்திருக்கிறது. எனவே இதில் மூலம் அவர் கூற வருவது, எமது மனதில் குற்ற உணர்ச்சி அல்லது எமது மனதில் கோபங்கள் முதலிய தாக்கங்கள் இருக்கும் பொழுது அது எவ்வகையாக நம்மை தாக்கும். அதுவும் இதில் 2வது உதாரணத்தின் பொழுது அவருடைய நண்பர் ஒருவர், அவர் ஹீலிங் செய்யக்கூடியவராம். அப்பொழுது பார்த்தவுடன் கேட்டாராம், நீங்கள் யாரையாவது திட்டிக் கொண்டிருந்தீர்களா என்று. அப்பொழுது இவர் இல்லை என்று கூறினாராம். ஆனால் பொதுவாகவே நாங்கள் இதில் தெரிந்து கொள்ள வேண்டிய ஒரு விடயம், எமக்கு வாழ்க்கையில் நடக்கும் பல விடயங்களுக்கு நாங்களே பொறுப்பு. நாங்கள் எமது உள்ளங்களில் ஏற்படும் மாற்றங்களின் விளைவாகவே எமது வாழ்க்கையிலே நாங்கள் பல விடயங்களை எதிர்கொள்ளக்கூடியதாக இருக்கிறது.
Thank you so much. So yes, please tell me, ma'am, shall we continue with 2 more, or you want it to be in the next?
No,
Dishan
ma'am,
sir,
we
please
can
tell.
finish. I think we can finish, right? We have another half an hour, ma'am. So we can finish the session. I can see teachers are joining back again. We have
Okay.
a count of 32 in
Not,
YouTube again.
yeah, not letting go. See, there are so many things we hold on to. We don't want to let go. I told you about the constipation. Constipation was again connected to resistance. So it is not like, bifurcation. It is all separate. All are interconnected and interlinked. Colon problems, you saw earlier. The cyst. Okay. Fatigue was also there. Kidney problems was also there. Lung problems, neck problems. So everything is connected. Shoulder pain, skin issues. See how much of skin issues is there everywhere. Tumors, especially the cancer kind of things. Resentment and hurt, inability to let go, and deeply held emotions. Okay. I lost my mother 1.5 years back. A few years back, she had cancer, breast cancer. Almost, it was some 6-7 years back. But when we look back, she used to narrate a lot of stories about her childhood and her passion for studying and how much she could, how much she couldn't, and what she aspired to become. All that she was sharing. She used to share. But most of the cases, what we felt is that overprotection, over nurturing, over caring for others led to her cancer. When I went through, when I understood, when I studied the um, aspects what Louis Hay has given, Heal Your Life. In that book, she talks about. So it is about over nourishment to others, anything over. That's why it is also told in one of the Subhashitas in Sanskrit, Ati Sarvatra Varjayet. That means excess should be avoided in every aspect of life. It is not excess in some things. Any extremes are not good. That doesn't mean that there'll be balance in everything. There'll be some things more, some things less. But it is always that the either ends are always dangerous. So these are the aspects what we need to keep in mind when we handle our emotions, or how we tackle things, the thoughts and the emotions, everything. Okay. So kindly, please make note of this. Letting go, let is what very much needed. And I remember in few sessions, earlier sessions, um, some of the teachers sharing that it is about, I'm not able to accept XYZ. I'm not able to accept this kind of behavior. So we are holding on to that all the time. And these are all the psychosomatic diseases what we experience. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Even Buddha says you have to let go. So that is one of the teaching of Buddha, ma'am. So this is very important. Then ඔයගලන්ට අපි දන්නවා දැන් not letting go. දැන් අපි සමහරක් වෙලාවට නෙමෙයි ගොඩාක් වෙලාවට අපි හැම දෙයක්ම බොහොම තදින් අල්ලා ගන්නවා. මටීරියලුත් එහෙමයි රිලේෂන්ෂිප් උත් එහෙමයි හැම දෙයක්ම අපි ගොඩාක් තදින් අල්ල ගන්නවා. අපි කිසිම දෙයක් අතහරින්න කැමති නැහැ. ඉතින් මේ අතහරින්න කැමති නැතුව තදින් අල්ලා ගැනීම තුලින් අපි ලොකු පීඩනයකටපත් වෙනවා ගොඩක් වෙලාවට. හිතේ දුකටපත් වෙනවා, හැම දෙයක්ම රැක ගන්න හදනවා, ස්ට්‍රෙස් වෙනවා. ඉතින් මේ හැම දෙයක්ම තුලින් අපිට මෙන්න මේ වගේ ලෙඩ රෝග හැදෙන්න පුළුවන්. colon problems, cyst, fatigue, ඊළඟට constipation, kidney ප්‍රශ්න, lung problem, neck problem, shoulder pains, skin issues, tumors, cyst කියන්නේ සාමාන්‍යයෙන් අපේ කාන්තාවන්ට මේ කාලේ වැඩියෙන්ම තියෙන ලෙඩ රෝග වර්ගයක්. ඉතින් මේ හැම දෙයක්ම ඇති වෙන්නේ බොහොම තදින් හැමදේම අල්ලා ගැනීම තුලින් කියලා ඇය කියනවා. ඇය කියනවා එයාගේ මව, ඇගේ අම්මා, we're so sorry to hear about your mom, ma'am. එයාගේ අම්මා ලෙඩ වෙලා අවුරුදු 6කට ඉස්සෙල්ලා නැති වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඉතින් ඒ ජීවත් වෙලා ඉන්න කාලය තුල එයාගේ අම්මා නැති වෙලා තියෙන පිළිකාවක් හැදිලා එයාගේ අම්මා නිතරම එයාගේ පුංචි කාලේ කරපු දේවල්, එතකොට පුංචි කාලයට කරන්න බැරි වෙච්ච දේවල්, මට මෙහෙම කරන්න තිබ්බ, මට මෙච්චර ගණන් ගන්න මේ වගේ යාගේ ජීවිතය ගැන ගොඩාක් පසු කාලයේ සහ දේවල් ගැන ගොඩක් කතා කරගෙන ඉඳලා තියෙනවා. ඒත් එක්කම ඕනාවටත් වඩා හැම කෙනෙක් ගැනම කෙයා කරන්න හදනවා. හැම කෙනෙක්ම රැක ගන්න. හැම කෙනෙකුටම හරියට හැමදේම කරන්න. මෙන්න මේ විදිහට ඇය ජීවත් වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඉතින් පසු කාලීනව මීනා මහත්මියට තේරිලා තියෙනවා මේ not letting go හැම දෙයක්ම තදින් අල්ලා ගැනීම, හැම දෙනා ගැනම සිතන්නට බැලීම නිසා එයාගේ අම්මා ලෙඩ වුණා කියලා ඇය හිතනවා. ඉතින් ඇත්තටම මේ not letting go is very common in women, I guess, ma'am, because we grab our family, we grab our job, we don't want to let go at all. So
Holding on is too much. That is,
Yeah.
we dig into that. That's a nature tendency of women.
ඔව් අපි කාන්තාවන් විදියට මවක් විදියට ඇත්තටම පුද්ගලිකව මම උනත් මම හිතනවා ඕගොල්ලෝ හැමෝමත් අපි අපේ දරුවෝ අපේ පවුල අපේ රැකියාව අපි හැමදේම බොහොම තදින්ම වැළඳ ගන්නවා ඊට පස්සේ අපිට ඒක රැක ගැනීම තුළ අපිට ලොකු ආතතියක් තියෙනවා ඒ හැම දෙයකටම ඔළුව දාන්න ඕනේ හැමදේම පරිසම් කරගන්න. ඉතින් මේ තුලින් අපිට ලෙඩවල් හැදෙනවා. දැන් මේ when we see the name of cyst and the other what do you call ma'am the other thing the tumor it is very common among women right the ඇත්තටම දැන් සිස්ට් ගර්භාෂය පිළිකා ගර්භාෂය ගෙඩි අපේ කාන්තාවන්ට බහුලම තියෙනවා මම දන්නේ නැහැ මේක ඒකත් එක්ක ගැලපෙනවද කියලා මට මේ ස්ලයිඩ්ස් ටික බලනකොට හිතුණා මේ අපි කාන්තාවෝ ලෙඩ වෙන්නේ මේවා හැදෙන්නේ ඇත්තටම අපි not letting go කියන හින්දාද කියලා. ඉතින් අපි පොඩ්ඩක් උත්සාහ කරමු හැමදේම තදින් අල්ලා නොගෙන ඉන්න. ටිෂාන්
அடுத்ததாக நாங்கள் பார்க்க போவது நாட் லெட்டிங் கோ. அதாவது இது பொருட்களாகவும் இருக்கலாம் அல்லது யாருடனாவது ஒரு உறவுகளாகவும் இருக்கலாம். அவர்களை நாங்கள் இருக்க பிடித்துக் கொள்வது எப்பொழுதுமே. இவ்வகையான ஒரு சூழ்நிலையின் பொழுது நமக்கு எதிர்கொள்ளக்கூடிய சில வியாதிகள் இங்கே கொடுக்கப்பட்டுள்ளன. இதில் சிலது நாங்கள் ஃபியர் மற்றும் ஆங்கர் பார்த்த பொழுதும் நாங்கள் இவற்றை பார்த்தோம். இதில் கான்ஸ்டிபேஷன் கொடுக்கப்பட்டுள்ளது, கோலன் ப்ராப்ளம், சிஸ்ட் என்பது சிறு கட்டிகள் மற்றும் களைப்பு, சிறுநீரக கட்டிகள், நுரையீரல் சம்பந்தமான வியாதிகள், கழுத்து பிரச்சனைகள். மேம் could you move a little lower? Thank you. ஷோல்டர் பெயின், சர்ம நோய்கள் மற்றும் டியூமர்ஸ். இதற்கு அவர் கூறிய ஒரு உதாரணமானது அவரது தாயார் 1.5 வருட காலத்திற்கு முன்னர் தவறிவிட்டதாக கூறினார். அவருக்கு ஒரு 6 வருட காலத்திற்கு முன்னர் மார்பக புற்றுநோய் இருந்ததாக கூறினார். அவரது வயோதிப காலத்திலே அவர் எப்பொழுதும் தான் சிறு வயதிலே செய்ய விரும்பியவை பற்றியே அதிகமாக பேசிக்கொண்டிருப்பாராம். அது மட்டுமல்லாமல் அவர் ஒரு மிகவும் ஓவர் ப்ரொடெக்டிவ் அண்ட் ஓவர் கேரிங் பர்சன். பொதுவாகவே எதுவுமே தமிழில் அழகாக கூறுவார்கள், அளவுக்கு மீஞ்சினால் அமிர்தமும் நஞ்சு என்பது போல எதையுமே நாங்கள் அளவாக வைத்துக் கொள்ள வேண்டும். அது எந்த விடயமாக இருப்பினும் மிகையாகும் பொழுது அது திகட்டி அல்லது நஞ்சாக மாறிவிடும். இதே ஒரு சிறந்த உதாரணமாக இங்கே கூறப்படுகிறது. இந்த லீட் யோர் லைஃப் பை லூயி ஹே என்ற புத்தகத்தை அவர் வாசித்த பின்னர் இந்த தனது தாய்க்கு ஏற்பட்ட நோய்க்கான காரணத்தினை அவர் விளங்கி கொண்டாராம். இது பொதுவாக நாம் அனைவரிடத்திலுமே காணக்கூடிய ஒரு விடயம். நாங்கள் எப்பொழுதுமே நமக்கு விருப்பப்பட்டவர்கள் அல்லது பொருட்களுடன் மிகவும் நெருங்கிய தொடர்பினை வைத்துக் கொண்டே இருப்போம். சோ முடிந்த வரைக்கும் நாங்கள் இதில் இருந்து விலக்கி இருப்பதன் மூலமாக இவ்வகையான நோய்களை நாங்கள் தவிர்த்து கொள்ளலாம். தேங்க்யூ மேம்.
தேங்க்யூ. This I'll just show you. Most of the things are repeated. Let us do some healing for ourselves after this. Anxiety, back pain. So this is all inability and insecurity. Bladder problems, breast problems. As I told you, insecurity about nurturing others, oneself, not feeling good about enough caregiving, dizziness, hair loss, impotency, insomnia, knee problem, procrastination, thyroid. So I think you can connect with yourself, that is your family members or anybody. If such problems are there, you can just try to understand that. Yes, over to Sujani.
Thank you ma'am. දැන් මේ දම්පාට කොට වලින් අය අපිට පෙන්වන්නේ inability සහ insecurity. ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට නොයකියාව සහ අපිට ආරක්ෂාවක් නැති බව, අනාරක්ෂිත බව, නොහැකියාව සහ අනාරක්ෂිත බව. ඉතින් මේවත් අපිට දැනෙන්න පුළුවන්. අනේ මට මේක කරගන්න බෑ කියලා බයක්, මට දන්නේ නැහැ මට මේක කරගන්න බෑ කියලා බයක්. ඊළඟට අනාරක්ෂිත බවක්. මම තනි වෙලා මට කවුරුත් නැහැ. මෙන්න මේ වගේ හැඟීම් අපේ හිතට දැනෙනකොට අපි ලෙඩ වෙන්න පුළුවන් ඔයකුත් විදිහට. දැන් මෙතනදී breast problem, dizziness, එතකොට කැරකිල්ල ඒත් එකම කොණ්ඩේ යන්න පුළුවන් ඉම්පොටන්ස් වෙන්න පුළුවන් ඉන්සොමීනියා හැදෙන්න පුළුවන් ඒ කියන්නේ නිින්ද යන්නේ නැතිකම දනිස් සමාරු ප්‍රෝක්‍රැස්ටිනේෂන් අපි මේ වැඩ කරන්නේ නැහැ පස්සේ කරනවා කියලා නිතරම කල් දාන්න පුළුවන් ඊළඟට තයිරොයිඩ් ප්‍රොබ්ලම්ස් හැදෙන්න පුළුවන් මේ ගොඩාක් ලෙඩ මෙතන තියෙන ඒවා මං හිතන්නේ අපේ කාන්තා පාර්ශවයට වැඩියෙන්ම තියෙනවා කියලා තමයි මේ ලෙඩ. ඉතින් මේ හැම දෙයක්ම හැදෙන්න පුළුවන් ඕගොල්ලෝ හිතනවා නම් මට නොහැකියාව සහ අනාරක්ෂිත බව කියන හැඟීම් ඕගොල්ලන් තුළ ඇති වුණාම. ටිෂා
இப்பொழுது நாங்கள் பார்க்க போது இன்னபிலிட்டி ஆர் இன்செக்யூரிட்டி, அதாவது இயலாமை மற்றும் பாதுகாப்பின்மை. நீங்கள் இயலாமை அல்லது பாதுகாப்பின்மையாக உணரும் பொழுது அதன் விளைவாக ஏற்படக்கூடிய வியாதிகள் இங்கே கொடுக்கப்பட்டுள்ளன அட்டவணையிலே. இதில் முதலாவதாக ஆங்ஸைட்டி மற்றும் பேக் பெயின், பிளாடர் ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ், பிரெஸ்ட் ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ், டிசினஸ் தலை சுற்று, ஹேர் லாஸ், இம்பர்டன்ஸ், இன்சோம்னியா தூக்கமின்மை, புலங்கால் உடன் தொடர்புடைய பிரச்சனைகள், ப்ரொகாஸ்டினேஷன் அண்ட் தைராய்டு பிரச்சனைகள். இங்கே இவ்வகையான பல பிரச்சனைகள் கொடுக்கப்பட்டுள்ளது. இது நமது இயலாமை மற்றும் பாதுகாப்பின்மையை நாங்கள் உணரும் பொழுது அதன் விளைவாக நமக்கு ஏற்படக்கூடிய வியாதிகள் இங்கே நமக்கு அவர் கூறியிருக்கிறார்.
Thank you so much. Remember, dear teachers, these are all the things these are few emotions that are listed here. There might many more as we go on. Guilty is there. Then, revenge kind of, that is all, in a way connected to these. So, but how do we learned how to do, how to clean our physical body. We also learned how to clean our Pranamaya Kosha, Annamaya Kosha and Pranamaya Kosha. Do you want to know about how to clean our Manomaya Kosha?
Of course, ma'am. That is most important, yes.
So, Manomaya Kosha is mainly, as I discussed with you, the neural connections get built, rewiring. Like if a building has some electrical problem, what is that they do if there is electrical issues? They remove all the old wires. If it is damaged, they rewire the entire building. All right? The same way, we have to rewire our brain. We need to rewire our brain. It's mainly about what kind of thought process that we get into, what kind of emotions that we start. So we have to, as I showed you, the new connections are to be built in our brain. So for this, the best thing that we can do is, please help your children with positive words, positive sentences, all the time saying. It should become like your Dhamma, it should become like your mantra, it should become like your whatever the religious readings that you do, regular readings that you do, it should become like that. Okay? That is when you are helping the child to build that neural connection. And please remember, children are like white cloth. And there are very little scars initially. As adults, there is too much of stains in the white cloth. To remove it, it will definitely, you can use all kinds of bleach kind and remove it. But for children, it is very tender, it is even more clean. It is always good to maintain the clean cloth. It is much easier. So we need to feed in the positive sentences. What is the opposite of fear? No fear. No, that is not the way to say. Braveness. Love. These are the things with proper positive sentences we need to feed them.
දැන් අපි දැන් දැනගත්ත අපේ ශරීරය ගැන ෆිසිකල් බොඩි අයත් එක්ක අපි කතා කරා. එතකොට අපි ශරීරය කොහොමද පිරිසිදු කරගන්නේ හරියට තියාගන්නේ කියලාත් කතා කරා. ඊළඟට අපි එනර්ජි බොඩි එක ගැන කතා කරා. එනර්ජි බොඩි එකට අපි කොහොමද හරියට ව්‍යායාම කරලා බ්‍රීදිං එක්සර්සයිස් කරලා අපි කොහොමද අපේ එනර්ජි බොඩි එක හරියට තියාගන්නේ කියලාත් අපි ඇය අපිට කියලා දුන්නා. දැන් ඒත් එක්කම ඇය අපිට දැන් කියලා දෙන්න යනවා අපේ මේ මනස මනෝමය කෝෂ කොහොමද හරියට හොඳට තියාගන්නේ කියලා. ඉතින් ඇය කියනවා ඒකට හොඳම පිළිතුර තමයි අපි රීවයර් කරගන්න එක. දැන් කලින් වීඩියෝවේදී ඇය අපිට පෙන්නවා අපේ කොහොමද මේ අපේ මනස ඇතුලේ වයර් ගොඩක් වගේ තියෙනවා මේ එකකට කනෙක්ෂන් වෙලා තියෙනවා අපේ මනස කොහොමද නියුරෝන්ස් ඇදිලා තියෙන්නේ කියලා ඇය අපිට පෙන්නවා. ඉතින් දැන් අපි බලමු අපිට ගෙදර මොන හරි වයර් ඔක්කොම පැටලෙවිලා මොන හරි අපිට ඉලෙක්ට්‍රිකල් ප්‍රොබ්ලම් එකක් තියෙනවා නම් අපි මොකද කරන්නේ පරණ වයර් ටික ඔක්කොම ගලවලා දාලා අපි අලුතෙන් වයර් දාලා ලස්සනට ස්විච් බෝඩ් එක හදා ගන්නවා. ඒ විදිහට ඇය කියනවා අපේ මනසත් අපි රීවයර් කරගන්න ඕනේ. අපි කොහොමද මේක කරන්නේ? අපි මේක කරන්නේ අපි මෙතන තියෙන මේ හැම වචනයක්ම නෙගටිව් වචන. එතකොට අපි නෙගටිව් වචන වෙනුවට අපි පොසිටිව් දේවල් අපේ මනසට නිතර අපි කියන්න ඕනේ. මේ නෙගටිව් වචන කතා කරන එක අපි අතහැරලා දාන්න ඕනේ. ඒවා හිතන එකත් අපි අතහැරලා දාන්න ඕනේ. අපි දරුවන්ටත් එමය අපේ පෙර පාසල් වල අපේ ස්කූල් වල ඉන්න අපේ children අපි ඒගොල්ලන්ටත් අපි කතා කරන්න ඕනේ. මේ වගේ නෙගටිව් වචන අපි කතා නොකර අපි හැමතිස්සෙම අපේ මනසට පොසිටිව් වචන දෙන්න ඕනේ. දැන් අපි බය නැහැ කියන්නේ නැතුව අපි කියන්න ඕනේ ඔයා හරි නිර්භීතයි. ඒ වගේ වචන. දැන් අපි තරහ නැහැ කියලා කියන්නේ නැතුව ඔබ සතුටින් ඉන්නවා. මේ වගේ අපි හැමතිස්සෙම මේ වචනවත් අපේ ශබ්දකෝෂය ඇතුළට ගන්නෙ නැතුව අපි ඒවා අහන්නේවත් නැතුව අපි ඒ වචන විසි කරලා දාලා අපි අලුතෙන්ම හොඳ දේවල් විතරක් අපේ මනසට අරගෙන අපි අපේ මනස රීවයර් කරගන්න ඕනේ. අය අපිට ඇක්ටිවිටි එකක් දැන් එකෙන් පස්සේ කියලා දෙයි. ටිෂා
நாங்கள் பார்த்தோம் கடந்த வாரங்களாக அன்னமய கோஷாவை பற்றி பார்க்கும் பொழுது நமது பிசிக்கல் பாடியை நாங்கள் எப்படி மெயின்டைன் அல்லது பேண வேண்டும் என்று அவர் கூறினார். அதே போல கடந்த வாரம் நாங்கள் பிராணமய கோஷாவை பற்றி பார்க்கும் பொழுது அவர் அதை பேணுவதற்கு அதை நாங்கள் சுவாச பயிற்சி அதாவது பிராணாயாமம் மூலம் நாங்கள் எவ்வாறு அதை மெயின்டைன் பண்ணுவது அல்லது பேணுவது என்பதை பற்றி பார்த்தோம். இன்று நாங்கள் பார்த்த மனோமய கோஷாய் இதை நாங்கள் எவ்வாறு பேண வேண்டும் என்றால் ரீவயரிங். இன்று பாடம் தொடங்கிய பொழுதே ஒரு காணொளியானது நமக்கு காட்டப்பட்டுள்ளது. அந்த காணொளியின் பொழுது நீங்கள் பார்த்திருப்பீர்கள், அவர் விளக்கவும் படுத்தினார். பொதுவாக நமது எண்ணங்கள் அல்லது சிந்தனைகளை நாங்கள் எவ்வாறு மாற்றலாம் என்று, அதாவது நாங்கள் யோசிக்கும் விதங்கள் அவற்றை நாங்கள் மாற்றி அமைப்பதன் மூலமாக ரீவயரிங் ஆனது இங்கே செய்யப்படுகிறது. உதாரணத்திற்கு உங்கள் ஒரு பழைய வீடாக இருப்பின் அந்த பழைய வீட்டிலே மின்சார இணைப்புகள் அனைத்திலும் ஏதாவது பிரச்சனைகள் இருப்பின் பொதுவாகவே நாங்கள் அவற்றை துண்டித்துவிட்டு புதிதாகவே ஒரு மின்சார இணைப்புகளை செய்வோம், ரீவயரிங் செய்வோம். அதே போன்றதே நமது மனமும். நமது மனதில் தோன்றுபவற்றை நாங்கள் நேர்மறையான எண்ணங்களுக்கு மாற்றல் வேண்டும். எதிர்மறை எண்ணங்களை விடுத்து அதற்கு மாறாக நேர்மறை எண்ணங்களாக மாற்றுவதன் மூலமாக நாங்கள் நமது மனதை பாதுகாத்துக் கொள்ளக்கூடியதாக இருக்கும். பொதுவாகவே நாங்கள் நமது பிள்ளைகளிடத்திலே நேர்மறையான விடயங்களை பேச வேண்டும். பொதுவாக அவர் ஒரு உதாரணமாக கூறினார், பயப்படாத என்று கூறுவதற்கு பதிலாக நீங்கள் வேண்டுமென்றால் தைரியமாக இரு என்று கூறலாம். அதே போல கோவப்படாது என்று கூறுவதற்கு பதிலாக அதற்கு மாறான சொற்களை நாங்கள் நேர்மறையான சொற்களை மட்டும் பாவிப்பதன் மூலம் அவர்களின் சிந்தையானது மாற்றப்படுவது மட்டுமல்ல பேணவும் படும். இதுவே இங்கே ரீவயரிங் என கூறப்படுகிறது.
Very small. There are some exercises and things. Probably in the next sessions, if we can do only the live sessions, let's see. I'll discuss about that. So now what you're going to do is, imagine, close your eyes, inhale and exhale slowly. Slowly, think of the entire earth in front of you. Keep your hands like this. And whatever the prayer that you like, just pray that this Mother Earth is healthy, happy, and safe. Okay? I'll completely do it in English, ma'am. So let them try to follow. Imagine a small earth, Bhumi, in front of you. Keep your hands like this. In front of your heart, you're keeping like this. Close your eyes. There are millions of children on this earth. Let every child on this earth be healthy. Only this part you can tell, ma'am. Let every child on this earth be healthy.
මේ ලෝකේ ඉන්න හැම දරුවෙක්ම නිරෝගී වෙන්න ඕනේ.
இப்ப
ஈஷா?
இந்த உலகத்தில் இந்த உலகத்தில் உள்ள அனைத்து குழந்தைகளும் பிள்ளைகளும் நல்ல தேக ஆரோக்கியத்துடன் திடகாத்திரமாக இருக்க வேண்டும்.
Let the entire earth be at peace.
මේ මුළු ලෝකයම සමගියෙන් ඉන්න ඕනේ.
இந்த முழு உலகமும் சமாதானத்துடன் இருத்தல் வேண்டும்.
Imagine your country.
අපේ රට ගැන හිතන්න.
நமது நாட்டை சிந்தியுங்கள்.
Imagine the neighboring countries.
අපේ අසල්වැසි රටවල් ගැන හිතන්න.
நமது அண்டை நாடுகளை பற்றியும் சிந்தியுங்கள்.
Visualize that they are all healthy, happy, with good understanding, peace.
හිතන්න මේ හැම කෙනෙක්ම හොඳින් සතුටින් ඉන්නවා සමගියෙන් සමාදානයෙන් ඉන්නවා කියලා.
இப்பொழுது எமது நாட்டவர்களும் அயல் நாட்டில் உள்ளவர்களும் சந்தோஷத்துடனும் சமாதானத்துடனும் இருப்பதாக கற்பனை செய்து கொள்ளுங்கள்.
Visualize your state, your district, your province.
හිතන්න ඔබගේ දිස්ත්‍රික්කය ගැන ඔබගේ පළාත ගැන.
உங்கள் மாகாணம் மற்றும் மாவட்டங்களை பிரதேசங்களை பற்றி சிந்தியுங்கள்.
All of them are healthy, happy, peaceful, prosperous, successful.
මේ හැම දෙනෙක්ම සතුටින් සමාදානයෙන්
peaceful, prosperous.
prosperous විදියට ඉන්නවා කියලා හිතන්න.
இப்பொழுது எமது பிரதேசத்தில் உள்ள அனைவர்களும் சந்தோஷமாகவும் சமாதானத்துடனும் சுபீட்சத்துடனும் இருப்பதாக கற்பனை செய்து கொள்ளுங்கள்.
Now imagine your house and your neighboring houses. All of them are happy, healthy, and safe.
දැන් ඔයාගේ අසල්වාසීන් සහ තමන්ගේ නිවස අවට ඉන්න අය ගැන හිතන්න. මේ හැම දෙනෙක්ම සතුටින් සමාදානයෙන් සුරක්ෂිතව ඉන්නවා කියලා හිතන්න.
இப்பொழுது உங்கள் வீட்டையும் உங்கள் வீட்டிற்கு அண்மையில் உள்ள அயல் வீட்டார்களையும் நினைத்து பாருங்கள். அவர்கள் நாங்கள் அனைவரும் சந்தோஷத்துடன் சமாதானத்துடன் சுபீட்சத்துடன் ஒற்றுமையாக இருப்பதாக கற்பனையில் நிறுத்திக் கொள்ளுங்கள்.
Now imagine all the members in your family. All of them are healthy, happy, and safe.
දැන් හිතන්න තමන්ගේ ගෙදර අය හැමෝම සතුටින් සමගියෙන් සෞභාග්‍යයෙන් සමාදානයෙන් සුරක්ෂිතව ඉන්නවා කියලා.
இப்பொழுது நமது உறவினர்கள் அனைவரும் சந்தோஷத்துடனும் சமாதானத்துடனும் ஒற்றுமையாக இருப்பதாக எண்ணிக்கொள்ளுங்கள்.
Now imagine this entire program, all the schools, all the teachers, all the children, parents connected with this. All of them are healthy, happy, safe, prosperous, and spiritual.
දැන් හිතන්න මේ අපිත් එක්ක සම්බන්ධ වෙලා ඉන්න හැම ගුරුවරයෙක්ම හැම පාසලකම ඉන්න දරුවම මේ හැම දෙනෙක්ම සතුටින් සමාදානයෙන් සමගියෙන් සුරක්ෂිතව ඉන්නවා කියලා හිතන්න.
இப்போது நமது இந்த நம்முடன் தொடர்பில் இருக்கிற ஆசிரியர்கள் மட்டுமல்ல மற்றும் அனைத்து பாடசாலையில் உள்ள மாணவர்கள் அனைவருமே சந்தோஷமாகவும் சுகதேக ஆரோக்கியத்துடனும் இருப்பதாக கற்பனை செய்து கொள்ளுங்கள்.
Bless all this entire team for bringing out all this in a wonderful way.
මේ ව්‍යාපෘතිය සාර්ථක කරගන්න මේ පිටිපස්සෙන් ඉන්න සෑම සියලු දෙනෙක්ම සතුටින් සමාදානයෙන් සමගියෙන් සෞභාග්‍යයෙන් නිරෝගීව ඉන්න ඕනි කියලා හිතන්න.
இந்த நிகழ்வு நடப்பதற்கு காரணமாக இருக்கும் அனைத்து அங்கத்தவர்களையும் சந்தோஷத்துடனும் சமாதானத்துடனும் மன அமைதியுடனும் இருப்பதாக நாங்கள் நினைத்துக்கொள்வோம்.
Say thank you.
ස්තුතියි.
நன்றி.
Rub your palm.
ඔබගේ දෙයක් හොඳින් තදින් අතුල්ලලා ඔබගේ මුහුණ විසඳන්න.
Now with this, touch your entire body.
இப்பொழுது உங்கள் கரங்களை இரண்டையும் தேய்த்து உங்கள் கண்களை மெதுவாக திறக்கவும். இந்த இரு கைகளாலும் உங்கள் தேகத்தின் கைகள் கால்களை மெதுவாக தடவிக்கொள்ளவும்.
Slowly open your eyes.
ඔබගේ ඇස් අරින්න.
மெதுவாக கண்களை திறக்கவும்.
Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Feeling so peaceful. God bless you, ma'am. And we wish you be happy, you be healthy, you be prosperous always, and may God bless you always, ma'am, for this good cause what you're doing for all of us, ma'am.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. And I should really appreciate, because even with such a lot of challenges today, that we really thought that we might not have the class. And last moment, like when there was 10 minutes, sir confirmed that today's class will be there. So it's really great to listen to your lessons. It's really helping us. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining with so many challenges around you, ma'am. So this really shows that this motivates us as well, ma'am. Your each action, your each word motivates us. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. It's all the divine blessings.
So අද ගොඩක් මේ වැස්සේ ගොඩක් සිග්නල් නැතුව අපිත් එක්ක සම්බන්ධ වෙලා හිටපු හැම ගුරුවරයෙකුටම අපි ස්තුතිවන්ත වෙනවා. ඒත් එක්කම ඔයගොල්ලෝ හැමෝම සතුටින් සෞභාග්‍යයෙන් සමගියෙන් සමාදානයෙන් නිරෝගීව ඉන්න කියලා අපි ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරනවා. ඔබ සැමටම සුබ රාත්‍රියක් රිෂාන්.
இந்த அம்முடன் இணைந்திருக்கிற ஆசிரியர்கள் அனைவருக்கும் நன்றி. இங்கு காலநிலை சற்று சரியாக இல்லை, கடும் மழை பெய்து கொண்டிருக்கிறது. இருந்த போதிலும் எம்முடன் இணைந்திருக்கிற ஆசிரியர்கள் அனைவருக்கும் நன்றி. உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் ஒரு இனிய ராத்திரியாக அமையட்டும். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Thanks to my students also who have joined the sessions.
Thank you
9
all.
o'clock.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. May God bless you.
Thank you.